Hello. My voice is going. Hello, how is it going? Just one moment. I realise I have not put my phone on charge, and I will put it on immediately. Because otherwise, I will be running out of charge for the entire stream. Now, I've got my little case in here, and I was adjusting it. One moment. Right, there you go. Everything's falling apart in here. I just got back. Wow, perfect intro, a lot fucked up. But yeah, just hello everyone. Welcome back. Yes, it's been great. It's been great. No, it's been great weather here over here in England. What was that? Oh, thank you for following. I should be coughing. I heard that through the headphones on the desk. I was like, what was that? Why do I have that sound? You know what? We'll leave it on. I like it. It fits. Yeah, well, we're back. We're back again. I've been enjoying doing the videos. I've been enjoying doing the stream and stuff. I went home for a couple days. It's been a while. And what else did I do? I found some old like Assassin's Creed model stuff, which was fun. I have my old Edward Kenway stuff there, and I was like, oh, look at that. Isn't he cool? He's the best assassin for me. To be honest, I think he's awesome. But I had some other things I thought could discuss on stream today, and probably turn into some videos a bit later. And yeah, there's been some pretty interesting news actually in the gaming world, especially in regard to remakes. I think everyone is now seeing how popular remakes are, and they're trying to hop on the bandwagon. Which join the bandwagon. I want the bandwagon. Hello, haha. How is everyone? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are all right as well. I'm loading up Assassin's Creed 3 now. I think you may be able to hear it. But I'm excited to play Assassin's Creed 3 as well, because we were in the middle of the prologue, basically. Done 4% of the game, which is always fun. Okay, I'm actually loading it back in now, so let me just tab out real quick. 1 second. It doesn't seem to be letting me tab out, which is not a good precedent, is it? I just want tab out. Hang on. I think if I pause the game, there we go. That actually worked. I'm kind of shocked about that. But we were in the middle of playing Assassin's Creed 2 some time ago. I also didn't shave because I thought it would add to the. Hey Joker, how you doing? I thought it would add to the. I hope you're alright, by the way. I hope it would add to the like I've been gone a while sort of feeling we're going for. But look, we're back as Hatham. I hope it's not laggy, because I do have like hundreds of tabs open right now. In fact, you know what? Let me close my hundreds of tabs, just to make sure that this is not going to be incredibly laggy. Yeah, I've got like a Google Chrome open as well. I've got so much stuff open, to be honest. And do you know what? I don't need any of it open. I'm going to close it all. Leave this page. This is completely fine with me. Leave this page. It's not, you know where it's like saying you're not allowed to leave? Leave the page. Leaving all the pages. I've left them. I don't need them. Alright, I'm going to open a Twitter because we're going to have a look at that a bit later. Alright, done. Back here. There we go. Boom. Oh, it's May the 4th today. I didn't even think about that. May the 4th be with you all. I'm probably not going to watch. I could watch some Star Wars in my own time a bit later. That could be fun, couldn't it? I went back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 after you mentioned Kingdom Come Deliverance. After you mentioned Kingdom Come Deliverance, maybe your next game. Such a good one. Oh, I really should play it, you know. I really keep hearing about how great. I think that will be the next one, yeah, after 3. Because I'll probably finish this before Black Flag Remastered comes out. My idea is play 3, Black Flag Remastered comes out, then play Rogue. I think that's the best way of doing it. Black Flag was the last AC game where it had meaning, and such after that it was just, in my opinion, junk. So there was a lot of that. I've got to say, I did like Origins, but it was a bit like, yeah, it kind of. Unity was okay. I think Unity had the best parkour in any of the games. Syndicate was fine. I liked going around London stuff. Origins was fun for like ancient Egypt. And then after that, I didn't actually play any, so I can't really comment on it too much. But I know Shadows was a bit of a mess, which is a shame. But I don't know. Mirage looked cool to me, but then I heard kind of mixed stuff, and I thought, well, Ragnarok was cool because it's Vikings, but at the same time, like, As you say, it's just, it goes. Odyssey was fun, but just got quite repetitive. Such a huge world. Yeah, or I suppose it's like, to me, I looked at... Oh. What's happening? To me, I looked at Odyssey, and I was like, it looks really cool, but I can't even see it being like Assassin's Creed anymore. You could say the same for Black Flag, though, realistically. Valhalla, and it was long. I see. You know, this could be fun to revisit all these other Assassin's Creed games, to just, like, give a proper review of it afterwards. I'm sure I'll kind of like it, but already, like, 3 is just great. 3 is fun. I really like 3. I love the Ezio trilogy, but to be honest, if you had to say, if you could play one Assassin's Creed game, only one forever, like for the rest of your life, right? You're gonna pick one. I would choose Black Flag, 100%. It was always the one that I just thought was like the most fun. Just the ship combat alone, really fun. A lot of people are really upset about the fact they're not gonna have the Animus. I really don't care that much. Like, I've played all the like games up to Origins, right? I've had the Animus stuff. I never thought it was that interesting, especially after Desmond. I did like that they had the seer, and he was kind of in the past and the future, and it was kind of cool, but I was like, everyone's different, right? But for me, that was not what, like, made me enjoy the game. Black Flag 3, yeah, me too, I just like the past stuff. So this is Cowboys Checkers. I think I have played this before. Nine Men's Morris is a board game. Yeah, I was learning this game prior, and I actually know how to win. So we're gonna bet all our money right here. I don't think there's any point doing it with Atham, because realistically, so I know how to do this. I've learned. I basically have to get 3 in a row, then I can kill his stuff, right? So I'm gonna put one. I was learning this. We were going through this before. I finished 75% of Black Flag, so perhaps the remake will be... Yeah, I think it will be good. I think it... Honestly, Black Flag is great. So basically, I've got an idea here, right? I think the idea is that... you want to get maybe that. Then he's going to put a black there, right? I want to sort of block him. So if I get that and that, I'm essentially guaranteed a 3 if he doesn't put one in that corner over there. See, like he's done that now. I hate him so much. The middle ones are really good, I remember, as well. But I can also do this. So he's going to have to put it there, right? Because I can now put it there, and I'm guaranteed 1. Sorry, I'm very happy I managed to do that so quickly. Look at that, he can't do anything. So now I've got that, and now I can erase 1. So... which one is the... it doesn't really matter, does it? I'll put 1 there and I'll erase that. Why? I don't know why I did that. So I can do that. Now I can erase another 1. Choose that. Look at this. I want to say you have control of Hatham until Act 4, then it switches to Connor. Yeah, it's long, I guess, right? Longer than you think. You are right, it is... Sorry, what just happened? What? How did I lose? I thought I was guaranteed. How have I lost then? I was looking at the chat. I looked up and I've somehow lost the entire game after getting 2 of his out and he got none of mine. I don't quite get how that works. I was literally scammed by the... I don't even know how I just lost. Was it because I took too long on my turn? Is that why he was banking? Look, now he's changed his tactic, the little sneaky lad. Okay, I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to get that corner, and then that means I'm yet again guaranteed if he doesn't get that corner at the very least. Oh, or he could just do that. That is also true. But yet again, then he's going to go there, isn't he? Okay, we can do this. We can build a new little... I've completely scammed. I can't get over that. Right, so he's doing that, but yeah, again, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just get these corners, I think. This is the strategy. Right, so now he's just kind of like locked me off a bit, but he's also locked himself off. So... Oh, I know what to do. You're going to see this. This is going to be amazing. You're going to be so impressed. Right, so now he has to go there, which means I can go there. And then he has to move something, but he can't do that. He has one more hidden behind the... Right, sure. So now we have to... I can only move one! Hang on, I'll do that. Okay, this is now really annoying because I was gonna... I'm pretty sure I won, to be honest. And he's cheated. Terribly cheated. See, I don't want to do that because then he's going to get that down. I can only move one, though. I'm just going to move back. If he offers me a draw, I'm going to take it because this hasn't gone the way I was expecting. I also don't know how he won last time. I can move that down. But I don't... I kind of want to get that out the way. I'm going to do this and see if he offers a draw, because I think a draw is probably the best option here. Okay, he's doing something. I want to try and make it that he has to move, like, that one there. See, what I'm wondering now, right? Are you a fan? I am actually quite a fan of the in-game game. Although this game, the problem with this game is you can just, like, cheat. Not cheat. You can just get into this kind of, like, stalemate where you can't move. So I can only actually move one, and either it's there, then he brings that black one there, or it's there, then he brings it there, and then he gets 3. And then I can't... There's no chance of me getting a 3, basically. Okay, we're going to do this then, huh? How about that? Oh, this isn't actually very good. Interesting. So I think he's going to bring that back down now. Oh. Or not? So I actually can't really get a 3 here, which is the issue. I have to... I've got a really bad setup. I'm just going to have to get him to agree to some sort of draw, I think. I really do think Black Flag is the best AC, though. For me. If I get him to put that black one in there, and then go up 1... He's not gonna do it, is he? I'm just gonna move, shift a little bit. I want him to offer me a draw. A draw would be ideal here. And once again, we're just shifting things around a bit. Yeah, I accept the draw because that didn't go well. Let's try one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna leave the minigame for a bit. Right. So I think that the issue there was with my setup. So the strategy, I think, is you've got to get the 4 corners. So basically, you want to do like probably this. That's a good starting move, I feel. So ideally, you want to have like 1 there and 1 there, right? Because then you can get 3. So now I'm in a position where if he puts 1 there, I can put it like here, right? And then he can block me again. I'll do that. So now he's going to block here. But that's fine, because now I'm guaranteed 1 with this. That's the way you win, I think, on basically every single time. So hopefully this time he doesn't cheat and I lose again. You know, I don't know how he managed that last time. See, like, he doesn't know what to do. He's like, hang on. He's got me here. Right, so we're going to do that. Clear 1. Boom. Okay. That. Clear 1. So he now just has 3, and he can theoretically put them anywhere. What the Why am I... Is it because I can't move? So I need to make... Right, let me do one more. I think I just realized another rule of the game is that... Oh, I've actually run out of all my money. If I can't move, I lose. So we're going to do that again. Sorry, I know I said one more, but... I think the reason I just immediately lost is because I was thinking maybe if I can't actually move, that leads me into a loss. That must be it. Right, so again, we've got him in this annoying position where we can basically win. I was confused too. I think I have to get 3 in a row, right? But the problem is, if he can block me, then I lose. So I shouldn't be putting like all 3 basically on the front here. So I'm gonna clear that by doing this, right? But I need to be able to move. So he's gonna start trying to block up my pieces. So basically I can't move them anywhere. But I can't let him do that, basically. So I think if I put one here, he's going to have to put one there. So now I can move this one at the very least. He might try and block it, but I have room here. Yeah, so he's going to put one there. But that's actually fine. Because I can put one... I need to make it that he can't move his pieces either, basically. So I'm thinking, he's got one more black piece, right? I still need to be able to move. He's trying to block it, so I basically can't move. I think the best strategy is to put one there, because then I can move either up or down. And I've cleared out one of his pieces permanently. Apparently he's got an extra piece just sat around, though. So again, we're now sort of blocked here, but it's fine. So I'm going to do this. I need to get him to force him to move. Either this... Yeah, there you go. That's fine. So now I can do this. You see? And then I can go back and get another piece. So I'm just trying to force him to move out the way. So, oh, shit. Okay, that's fine, because he's not going to be able to do it again, pretty much. Ah! Oh, no! I've lost. I've lost. Okay, this is actually... This level... I'm playing again, I'm sorry. Look, I play the game the way I want to, alright? This is what I like. Is like when I'm addicted to this game. Right, I'm gonna do this. So basically, I realized I was gonna lose because he's just gonna be able to move it back and forth again and again and again. I can't really do anything. There's actually levels to this game that I didn't quite understand before. Okay, so now he's doing some sort of aggressive strategy here where he's blocking me. You see that? Okay, well this is just annoying. So I've got the corner pieces, but he's now just completely blocked me in some sort of diamond shape here. And I have access to, like, nothing. So he's going to put a piece there. So basically, he can move these out. Oh, that's a 3, though, possibly. Oh, no, I lost again. Why is he so good suddenly? He was so bad before. Do I even have any money left to bet? I literally can't bet, you see that? Okay, I really want to win. Okay, I'm going to get the middle first. I think the middle is better because then you have access to here. I think the middle 3 are the strategy. Yeah, you see that? I think he's just trying to block me though, which is slightly annoying. Oh, so he's going for the middle too now. I think these middle pieces are the best. Yeah, everyone's just watching me like, guys, what? When is he? Someone get him. Someone call his wife. I don't know. Someone call his wife. Someone bring him home. So he's gonna get that one. So I'm just gonna completely lock that up there. However, I believe he's now gonna get one there, but then I'm just gonna whack one there. See, look, he's got 2 there now. He's guaranteed himself a 3. Why are they suddenly so good, by the way? I hate him. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're going to see it. It's going to be fine. He's going to get one, but it's fine. Right, so that's gone. I was expecting this. Because then boom. And now what's he going to do, huh? He has one more? Yeah, I thought... Yeah, do you know, it's pretty unfair that I can't see his pieces, you know? I got to count it. I'm literally losing every single coin I've got left here. And I can't actually do anything. Because he can just go back and forth like 50 times now. Although I can do this, and then he can't move any of them. Which is quite funny, to be fair. Right. See, I can't move that. Basically, that is now locked off. He's now stuck there, but as am I. I think the strategy... Hang on, what's the strategy? I need to get that one down there. I'm gonna do that. Right, I was expecting that. It's fine. I can't move it. If I put that there, he's going to have to move that or that one down, but then what's he going to do with it realistically? But I wanted to get that like that, you know what I mean? I need that one to go down, that one to come up, that one to go up, and then he's going to have to move. If I move that there, yeah, again, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to make a movement and see what happens. All right. So he's just going back and forth now, I see. There's no way to really get that in there. I think the only thing I can think is if I do this... Okay, this is... Oh, God, I just lost again. I keep losing. Why am I losing money? I don't even have any money. I'm playing one more time. One more time. My gambling is just like... I got it right. If he puts one there, immediately... I'm going to put one, like, opposite. Right, he's doing it straight away again. Look at that. Right? I think... He's going to do it there, though, isn't it? It's fine. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get the two corners like this. I think this is strat 1. So if he messes up here, this could be just... I win, basically. Okay, I win. Look. Now I'm guaranteed a 3. He can't do anything. Right? So he's trying to block me now. You see this? You see this little strat he's got going on? Right? So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to immediately get rid of that. Right? That's strat 1. He's trying to block me here, you see? Right, see, he's done that now, but that's fine. Because once again, I've now cleared one out the way. I think I still have 2 pieces. So I'm going to put 1 there. I think he's going to try and block it with that, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, see, look at that. So he wants me to now go there, because then I immediately lose. But it doesn't actually matter, because I need to now get... I'm going to put 1 there. Unless he has another piece. But then that's fine, because I can just move this. So you see what he's doing, right? He's trying to make it impossible for me to move, which is really annoying. So if I move that there, he's going to move that up there, and then I immediately lose. Oh my god, how is he? They're so good. Can we get an extremely sped up? I could admit I've lost. Right, if this was Red Dead 2, I'd be at the point now where I'm going to start shooting them in the face, I think. Why are they so good at it? They're like amazing. They've like turned up the difficulty after I almost won, you know? They're like, no, he can't be having that. Right, look, now he's just doing that, isn't he? We're going to get the 2... This is the strategy, right? I'm going to do it one more time. I promise this is the last time, and I'm going to actually get on with the game after this. But look, we guaranteed ourselves here. Now we're going to get a 3, and then immediately I'm going to put it in a place where he's not going to immediately be able to kill me. Right? So the first thing, we're getting rid of anything he has on the outside row, because that is annoying. Yeah, he said, you hear that? He said, I'll give you that. Right? Now he's moved into that strategy that they always do, which is, I like to call the block, you know? So, I'm going to do this, right? I need to get pieces that can move now. That's my goal here. I can't be getting, like, locked in by him. So he's done that. Remember, he's got one more piece, right? So, okay. I'm thinking of getting something just, like, in a complete, like, there. You know what I mean? Yeah, do that. So he has one more. Right, see, look at this. He's trying to stop me from being able to move again, and I hate it. Right? So if I move that out, oh, but then I can move the one in there. So he can't, he can't move that. That was a absolutely devastating mistake you've just made there, my friend. I see. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everything is fine, guys. So he's going to move that out. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He's going to kill me. He's going to win. He's going to win again. Why is the AI so good? I was like, I had my little plan there, and I forgot that he can do literally the same thing. Fuck, I've lost. Guys, right. Should we have a vote? Should I do one more? No, I'm not doing one more. That's enough. Fuck, one more. Just one more. Come on. I can't lose to this. This is ridiculous. It's an AI. It's not even a person. To be honest, that would make it way harder, to be fair. Right, this is this is fine. Maybe this tactic that I'm doing is just guaranteed to lose. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing like a really bad thing here. Okay. So right. I need to be really careful after I get this first 3. That's the goal. Boom. So I need to get rid of that one. So now he's going to put one there, I think, or there. That's fine. Can I move these already? Maybe no. So I now need... I think if I put one there, he's going to put a black there, right? That's basically the way it's going to go. I'm going to do that. Again, this is fine because he can't actually do anything with this. But then he's going to block me, isn't he? He's going to put a black there and block me. You see that? So he can sort of leverage one up and down there. I hate him. I hate him so much. Hang on. If I put he's got one black left, right? So if I put a white there, he is going to immediately put a black there and then get a 3 and then kill me, right? And then get rid of that or something, right? If I put a white there, he's going to put a black there, then I basically lose. Because then I can only do this, then he's going to move that, then I lose. If I put a white there, he's probably going to put, yeah, a black there, as I said. So I have to put a white there. But the problem with putting a white there is then he's going to get a black there. And then I can only move... I can move that one, I suppose. But then he's probably going to move that out. I'm going to move that down. Then he's going to move that up. Then I'm going to move that down. Then he's going to keep moving it up and basically just trap me. Because he's just going to lock that in there, pretty much. It's kind of a bit of a disadvantage going first. It's not like you said this was the... Yeah, exactly. You know, I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. We changed the mind there. I think this is actually a really bad strategy, because if he blocks you, you basically can't do anything. The only thing I can think is if I'm able to then move this a bit, then I can basically win, right? So I'm going to put in the... there. And then I'm hoping he'll put that black... Yeah, he's going to have to put it there, which then blocks him. So now at least I can move, right? This is always the issue. So my feeling is this. If I move that white down there, he can't move that black, because then I can do that. But then what can he realistically move? Probably that. So this gives me options. Right, I'm going to do it. This gives me options. Go on, move it. Right, so you're going to move that. That's what I was expecting that. Yeah, again, he can't move either of these, because then again, I'm going to just get a 3. This is, yet again, this is completely fine with me. So, if I do this... Right, now why has he done that? Because I can move that down, right? Then he's gonna move that across. Then that can't move. Oh, but I'm fine here. This is the strat. Because I can just move it back up and I can kill another one. Right, okay. Now we got to be careful here. What is ideal to get rid of here, right? So I can get rid of another one. I think it's this little one down here. I got him. I'm winning. I'm going to win. Ultimate victory. Right? So I think I want to give myself 2 opportunities here. I want to have 2, because he's going to get immediately a 3 and he can then move it anywhere. Not that it's going to help him, to be honest. But I think the strat is this. And then I have to kill... I have to kill any he could possibly get a 3 with, so I'm going to say that. So now he's going to have to... Yeah, now he's blocking me, you see? But this is fine. So he can move them anywhere now, right? But I have so many more options than him. I think the strategy... If I move that up, he's going to move one there. But yet again, this is okay. I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to keep that there. He's going to move one down there. That's fine again. Because now... I can't let him get a 3. But he can't... If he moves any... But he might... But he can't get a black there. Basically, no, he's screwed here. He can't... If he moves this, I get it. I think what the strategy is to slowly move all of these round. No, because if I move them around, he's gonna... Ah! Okay, I know this... No. That's quite annoying, actually. I need to get one... no. This is fine. We can take our time, because if he gets 3, I just have to get one more than I win, basically. So if I put... I need one there, basically. But he has to move. That's the thing. He's going to have to move something at some point. What happens if I do this? Yeah, I was expecting this. Okay. So now he's going to have to move something. Right, that's fine. I don't know what to do. Hang on. Because he can move them anywhere. That's the problem. I'm thinking... What if I move that down there? I've got a strat. Look. You see? What are you gonna do? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the victory. I won. I did it! Where's my £10? Give me £10. I didn't get any money. I think I've run out of money. I can't believe I did that. I'm so impressed with myself. Right, let's do some missions, get some money, and then play that game again. I'm like addicted. Right, what were we doing? We're an assassin. We're in New England, or whatever they want to call it. America, as it's more commonly known. Although, technically, maybe New England. Let's go. I'm really happy about that, to be honest. Let's actually play the game a bit, though. Although, what do they want? Let's play the game a bit. Next on the list, we got a list.
Evening, gentlemen. Charming. Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Taddy needs a drink.
How fares the search?
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Oh.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Benjamin Church will. He's a finder and a fixer. He's also on your list.
And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Oh. Right, we had ultimate victory there. I have lost all my money, but it's a moral victory. Like, you can't run like this. Oh look, there's like a search there. Alright, there'll be a way to get money back, don't worry. I think I've got how to win the game now, like kinda. So next time, you know what I mean? Next time we'll be fine. Okay, hello Charles. The Surgeon, sequence 2. So 4 sequences, right?
Wonderful. Charles?
Sir?
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
We find him. Come. I'll show you how.
We're gonna quiz some people. Now, prior to finding him, am I able to loot his house? No, because I don't have any money. Eavesdrop, okay, here we go. Atham is awesome, isn't he?
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
When the SSI fills, yeah, I'm aware of this.
While expressing sincere condolences,
No, I'm trying to move, and I can't. Oh, there.
would like to remind the city youth not
This is called social stealth.
Behavior from one who aims to be a surgeon. Not likely if he keeps up such carousing.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some.
You know, I feel like I remember when I first played Assassin's Creed 3. I think most people had this,
I'm headed for
but
high.
very confused why you're playing as like not the main character. Because on the box of the game, you obviously see like this like kind of Native American assassin. And then, like, for so, as you say, for so much of it, you're playing as Hatham. Which is odd. But, like, cool. Really cool, but, like, kind of surprising, right? Kind of unexpected. I remember I got most of my Assassin's Creed games with, like, a humble bundle that came out years ago, and it gave so many for, like, £5 or something. It was, like, almost all of them. I already owned, I think, like, 2 and 1 at the time. Maybe the Ezio trilogy I owned, something like that. I don't know. It was a while ago. You prefer this game or AC2? Probably AC2, you know. I do like, I still think the Ezio trilogy is really, like, good, obviously. I think, like, mechanically this game is better. AC2 had a bit of sort of, it had quite odd, like, you know, what do you call it, parkour? It was better than AC1, but still not, like, you know, the best, because it's an older game. But to be honest, the story of Assassin's Creed 3 I do also quite like. I like the whole being in the US, and I think it's really clever how they do it. I like how it links in with 4 as well, in like kind of a neat way. So where are we? Are we in Boston, right? I feel like they said something about we're in Boston. There we go.
And to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Okay. Oh, the first of the game. Eavesdrop on conversations, sure. I wonder, can you eavesdrop from the sky? I think you can. No? Okay, apparently not. Whoops.
I've asked the criers, but they all plead ignorance.
Here we go.
They're lying. Aye. Well, what can I do? Threats light off them and I'll not deign to grovel.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend. Arrest one and
Oh,
put him in
bloody hell, accents speak louder than words, don't they there, fella?
So without cause,
Sounds like that.
singing songs about
I'm
us.
practicing my Gandalf
Last
voice.
thing
You
the
wanna hear it?
this town criers
Frodo!
complaining about our abuse of the
Frodo!
and go get it.
Come here, Frodo!
The crime is done. The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets.
Fool of a took!
If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels,
Hang on.
let them pay the price for it.
Don't tempt me, Frodo! Wait, hang on, I messed up a bit. Don't tempt me, Frodo! I can't hear myself, you know. Oh, I can pet an animal? 1 second. Oh, did that work? Eavesdrop on more conversations. Don't tempt me, Frodo! I would want to do good with this ring, but through me it would wield a power too great to imagine. I do love the trees. Hello guys, sorry about that. We have to find more conversations. I believe over here. There you go, look at that.
There is a church, but one way or another, the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man. He's grim times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is it can't be good. Cut it.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what
Oh.
I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat.
Oof.
Good call, that.
Okay, we have to get more? Sure. Ah! There's a guy. Why am I climbing? I just realized I can just walk there. Right.
I asked if I could help, and they waved me away. Insisted it
Look,
was
we're getting
all
this kind of social
Oh,
stealth here. I like
did
it.
they say what had happened? No. Only that it was a trifling matter, and he'd be returned home soon. There was some blood, though, so I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on. Where were they taking him? Towards the hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
Oh. Did not mean to do that.
See, Charles? We'll have church in no time, just as I said we would.
If I might
Okay,
ask, sir,
let's get him.
where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was.
Hmm.
Perception is fundamental to the Order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
How do I... Oh, look at those ships. I do like them. Can we go through this house? No. I don't know if Charles Lee is able to climb. Is he going to be able to do this? Oh, he can do it. Okay, cool. Look at that. Let's continue jumping across. He's actually quite good at it, you know. He was asking...
Careful. The place is well guarded. You need to slip past them.
Okay. So we're gonna have to find a sneaky way through here. I'm not entirely sure how. Maybe he can climb the roof? How do I do this? Keep going, keep going. Okay, they're actually getting quite through here. I do have to work out where he is. Oh shit. Not coming this way, are they? They're going that way. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna have to find out where this guy is. I really... It said it was up a hill. Right. We have to... Oh! Go, 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 go. Did it.
Locked. I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Oh, I have to find a... Okay. Is there like a sneak button? I don't think so. Steal the key from... I have to steal it without getting detected. How is this even possible? From him. I think I'm allowed to kill. I can assassinate, can't I? It's so unfair. How did I even get spotted then? Hang on. I'm gonna let myself get killed. I want to try that again. How do you reload? This is fine, possibly? I don't even know I got spotted there, you know, it's very annoying. Right, there you go, that's fine. We'll try that again. I think because that guy turned around, right? Okay, how does one do this? So, how did he spot me before? Okay. Okay, so somehow they've I'm trying to work out how the best way. One strategy would be to just hang in. I've got an idea. Right, I've got a strat now. Actually, I've got a really good strat. I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to just hang off the top. I don't want to actually climb all the way up. How do you do this? Can I, like, climb partially? You know what I mean? There. That's what I want to do. So I think I have to assassinate... He's going to see me, though, isn't he? If I have to do it from over there. That guy's going to have to... I could just take the desynchronization, you know what I mean? But I feel like I can do this. I have a strat. Fuck. Okay. I'm learning the detection. So I think I've got to be... Okay, I've got a strat. I'm going to kill this guy really quickly, and then I'm going to immediately jump in the water. So you see I'm going to do this. Dive. So you see they've seen nothing. See, he's over there. So... I can't get it. It's like under the bloody water. Ah. Hang on, if I can kill that guy, maybe I can sort of leisurely have a quick look. Hang on. So it's literally in that water, isn't it? But I can't get it. Okay. Let's try and get this other guy. Right, so he's now lost me. As long as he turns back around, I'm going to go over and get him. That I clicked X to assassinate, and it just pulled out my sword and hit him. Right, we're going back again. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're going to try this again. Right, this time I've got a strategy. My strategy is this. Don't pull that guy into the water. It's kill this guy, immediately dive in. Assassinate. Right, so now they're confused. Once they've both turned around, I'm going to assassinate this guy. See, but they can't see the body, you know what I mean? So it's fine. So I'm going to get that guy over there. Ah! Why? Give me the thing. So what I have, okay, right, one more time. I think I have to steal it from him. Like, I can't, if I kill him, I think he just is gonna fall. So I have to steal it. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I've got a strategy. Okay, so we kill him. They're gonna stand there for a bit. We're gonna wait a minute. He's gonna come back. I like how they just kind of give up. They're like, ah, I guess it was nothing. I have to steal it. Okay.
Here we are then.
Did it. Did it. Okay, well, this is like a tutorial. We're learning. You can't kill them to steal the thing.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I take his hands, put an end to his surgering. Maybe I take his tongue, put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I take his cock.
Oh no.
Put an end to his fucking us.
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
Oh.
No, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
Uh-oh.
You'll regret this, Silas. Do you hear me? I'll have your head.
No. I rather think you won't.
A new enemy has appeared.
Ruffian, commoner's dirt, Cutter. And proud of it. Your parents must be so very proud to have raised us.
How can I order him to attack?
Quiet now. I need to concentrate on me work.
How do I do it without being detected? They're next to each other.
Make myself a nice keepsake, I will. You're absolutely mad.
Is he gonna kill if I'm gonna try and do it?
Just a quick little swipe and no more is.
How do you kill two without
How's that
being
sound, Mr.
detected?
Church?
At least I'll be spared more of your inane prattle.
Hold still a minute. I gotta decide where to start.
Can I whistle?
Get lucky and pass out. Though I dare say I'll do
Charles,
my best to ensure
you just
that.
stood in the way.
Just a quick little swipe and no more is. How's that sound, Mr. Church?
At least I'll be spared more of your inane prattle.
Hold still a minute. I gotta decide where to start. Maybe you'll get lucky and pass out. Though I dare say I'll do my best to ensure that doesn't happen.
There you go.
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway.
No, he's not gonna get Theon today. He was gonna turn to Reek.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
It's good. I mean, I feel like it's interesting how they present the game because so far it's basically like Hatham is an assassin, right? you know, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. But do you notice on his cloak? I've been noticing while I've been playing. Oh, look at that, 200, full synchronization. That's why it took so long. Look at that. You see that little thing there? Right above the middle part. Right at the top there. It's kind of cool, huh? Okay, do I have enough money now to play that game again? Before I start the next thing, that I did see it. I collected a page. I didn't even mean to do that. We're gonna try and find a place to get a bit of money, and I'm thinking how to do it. One idea I have is to kill a soldier and then take his money to fulfill our gambling debts. I gotta try and find somebody that's willing. Okay, there is some soldiers over there. Why am I unable to assassin? Give me the money, give me the money, give me the money. Oh yeah, hear that noise? Right, we're gonna use this to rebuild our wealth. I'm just wandering around. There's no reason to be concerned about me. Up we go. Oh, it's so annoying. I was trying to assassinate him. Oh, brutal, isn't he? Get that right. We got a bit more. If I can get 100, right, then I can bet again, like the max amount, and then get like 200. And I'm pretty sure I can win this time. There's a lot of soldiers down there. Let's go over here. There's so many. There's too many, to be honest. Can I do a double assassination? Fuck it, do it. Okay, we're becoming slightly infamous here, but it's fine. I don't know why I'm doing this, because you don't even... Like, you play as Hatham, of course, a bit, but, you know, you'll see. I feel like it's better to do this later on. But, you know what? I want it. I want to do it. Right, this is enough money. Oh, I think this is more than enough. Right, I'm gonna go and reclaim my honor real quick, because I... Oh, what's happening here? Okay, I don't think they're going to attack me now. See, I think at this point, if you were playing as Connor, you would, like, be getting attacked. Oh, the thing is, I can't... It's going to start the quest, isn't it? I just want to do the game first. It's fine. Got a new friend here.
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Oh.
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
What can you tell me of his operation?
He hosts at least 100 men, more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
Hardly. The man's a commander in the King's troop, in charge of the Southgate Fort.
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John Pitcairn's our man. I'll take you to him.
Alright, we'll go see John Pitcairn. So we can't play the game right now. We have to continue with this a little bit. That's fine. Sequence 2, The Soldier.
State your business.
New recruit.
More kindling for the pyre, eh? Well, go on then.
How'd you
Okay.
manage that?
Did you forget, sir? My commission is with General Braddock. When I'm not attending to you, of course.
Let's continue. So he's friends with General Braddock.
Pitcairn, you fool! Your acts are treacherous. Give me one good reason I shouldn't kill you right now. Were you planning to announce yourself, or did you hope my men wouldn't notice your arrival?
If you'll allow me to explain.
Ho ho! By all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have no such thing. The nature of my work, sir.
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Hatham.
General Braddock?
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
Master Pitcairn won't be here for but a few weeks. I shall return him to his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad enough my superiors have insisted I grant you use of Charles. But they said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done here. See these gentlemen out.
Oh.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
And to think I used to call him brother.
What now? They'll chase us off if we try and return.
We're done with this camp. And as luck would have it, so are they. Come along.
What are you planning?
To steal Master Pitcairn.
What?
You'll see. Now, when I give the signal, you're to distract Braddock's patrol and lure them into a dead end.
Where shall we head next?
Perhaps down Marlborough.
Okay.
No. Its residents are too content. Their homes are nice, their days untroubled.
What of Lynn or Ship Street?
Yes. Those fresh arrived are often soon in dire straits. They're more likely to seize upon...
Oh, let me go up! I hate it. Okay, somehow that worked. Yeah, I think going on the roof is not the best plan here, to be honest. We're quite exposed here. Now? Okay, now? Sure?
Oi! You thieves and scoundrels, one and all! Fie on you and your false war!
Uh-oh.
After him!
Okay. It's a full-on out. Oh god. You got the drummer just like, oh, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Unhand him, Edward.
Or boss fight.
You again.
Let us go. And John Pitcairn with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Nor I.
Put them all in chains.
Uh-oh. Oh. How do you parry again? B? Hang on. Oh, hang on. It says prevent enemy from calling reinforcements. He was trying to drum. He was like, quick, quick. I need to... how do you prevent them from calling reinforcements? A drum boy? Oh, it's drum boy, isn't it? Come here, drum boy. Who is the snitch?
I stay my hand today because you were once my brother, and a better man than this. Or should our paths ever cross again, all debts will be forgotten. You're free now, John.
Traitor! Go on then. Join them on their fool's errand. And when you find yourself lying
I assume
broken
you've good
and
reason
dying
for causing all
at the
this
bottom of
madness.
some
What is it you require of me?
I'll explain everything on the way.
Nice. Right, we're growing our group. I like it. Did I get full? Come on. Yes. Look at that. I shouldn't be aiming for full. This is going to extend the game by quite... Oh, it's time. Listen. All the money. What have I got? 89. Boom. I've got this now. I've got my strategy that works. Oh, clever. I don't like that. Boom. Okay. We've got one guaranteed now. This is the way. Boom. So, I want to kill that. Should have killed that, I think, really. This is yet again fine. So now... Boom. Hmm. So I have one left, he has one left. He's gonna get that, isn't he? That's fine. He goes down there, he's gonna kill that, but I'm gonna get mine down there. Oh. Yeah, cool, this is fine. I think we get rid of the top one here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way. Yikes. So now he's going to get that. That's fine. So I think... So he's going to get 3 there, kill assumedly this one, right? But then I can move that down there straight away. And then he's going to have to move multiple times, so it's fine. I think the strategy, therefore, is this. So he's going to kill this. He has to. He might kill the one in my corner? What? I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, but this is fine. This is doable. I can still beat him, basically. Okay. So I now have to work out which one to kill here to stop him getting a 3. I would say the strategy is going to be the bottom one. Because even if he moves that down there... Oh, shit. What do I move here? Maybe this? He's going to move that there, get a 3, kill my thing. I move that there. I win. I've won. You'll see. It depends what he does. Oh, that's slightly annoying. But again... Depends what he does. Is he going to really do this? I think I've got to move. Because the problem now is, right? If I move that back, he's going to move that there. He's going to move that there, 1 there, get it. Right? You see what I mean? Which is really hard. I'm just going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do it. Come on, I can't lose. I can't lose again. I think he's going to move that. Annoying. He's just doing this, like, I can't move thing, you know what I mean? It's kind of unfair that he can just put it anywhere, isn't it? Because realistically, like, what do you do against that? Both of these are, like, locked in now. How do you do this? I need to get those out of there, basically. No. I need to put that, like, here. Could it be this? Oh, he's being annoying. Fuck, what do I do here? very annoying. Okay. I'm trying to think, like, how do you... Because he has to move something, that's the problem for him. I get him to move one. See, I'm trying to do something here. He's just blocking me, basically. I need to get one in that middle position, basically. Can I? No, I can't. The only thing I can think of is if I'm able to... Can I get it down there? It's really difficult because he has to move and he can just... Okay, that'll do. Ah, so now he's going to move that, kill one. But if I do this... I'm fine, I think. If I do this, I'm fine. If he tries to kill one of my pieces now, like this, I'm okay. Shit. Right, it's fine. I got a strategy. I'm gonna do that. He's gonna do that, but then I'm gonna do this. Do this. So if I put it here, he's just going to block me immediately, you know? If I put it here, he's going to block me again. Hang on. But if he blocks me, he's going to have to move one of these, basically. Or that. True. I'm going to see if this works. Yeah, he did do that. Okay, that's fine with me. No. See, this is where you can break the game, because it will not simply do this forever. I'm going to do it quick. And eventually he's going to move his middle one. What's he planning here? This is what we're dealing with now. Come on. Come on. Don't put it there. Don't do that. Come on. You could do better than that. I'm just going to keep repeating the move and hope that the AI... No. I'm gonna hope the AI gives up. He's like, fine, fine. Alright, we're doing this again, sure. Look at that. Honestly, this is making me think playing this game is not the best thing, because I don't think you can, like... Basically, there's no way to win or lose at this point, is there? You know what I mean? I think I'm just hoping the AI will stop, because I think last time I was playing, it did, after a point, just say, yeah, fine. It took a while, but it's getting there, I think. I just have to hope it makes one mistake. That's seriously what I'm betting on here. I can't have a draw, really. If I put it there, then he moves, and then I put, like, that one there instead, and then he puts one there, it still doesn't really help me, does it? Okay, his are all in, like, weird positions now, though, so I'm thinking if I put one there, he's going to put one there, right? Or somewhere next to it, wherever the hell. What if I try and make a line like I'm going to try it, why not? What? My phone, it says low. It's not charging? 1 second, my phone isn't. There you go. Sorry, what do you do? He moved it there. Sure, sure. Can I put it... This is a strat. 1, then he does 1. Block. I've got a strategy. Look at this. This is a new inventive strategy. I just hate this guy. There's nothing you can really do, realistically. Either one of us gives up, or the game just indefinitely carries on, right? I feel like that's not fair, really. Should I just forfeit? Like, should I just if he offers it again? Because I don't think this is, like, doable. I think it's okay. One more ask. I think it's basically just a stalemate, isn't it? Thing is, the fact it can be such a stalemate, at least with Gwent, what's great about Gwent is it's very rare, there's a winner and a loser. You know, you're not stuck in this, like, annoying situation. I think next time he offers, I'm just going to accept, because this is just never going to end, is it? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I've decided. Alright. I think this game is, like, not very good. Right, when he offers, I'll accept. Yep, sure. Because there's no winning, is there? So at least I didn't lose any of my money. Okay, let's go and do the you know, the actual mission. I feel like it was fun. It's a fun game, but it's also just like, I think it doesn't work against an AI because you kind of have to rely on a human making a mistake at some point. And the AI doesn't really make mistakes. I mean, I won once, I think.
Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem.
Oh.
Or rather, Odysseus has.
How do you? Are you a new guy?
The Greek hero, you lobcock.
Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Free the captives. Hmm.
Let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy.
Okay. Oh, who's that?
Convoy should be here soon. We'll attack on my signal.
Understood, sir.
Right. We got this.
If we time this right, we can catch them all unawares.
To all weavers, the esteemed its latest looms at Walker and Associates tomorrow and Thursday.
Okay, here we go. Pick up weapon. Kill them? Let's just do it. Should we deal with who's the high value target here? Any of them. It's just taking a bit of time to reload here. Little muskets, you know. Look, they have assassin logos. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Ow. Oh, I just like skewered him. There you go.
Charles, you and William serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
What about me?
You and John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal you when I have need of your services. We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word.
I feel like she's not trusting us.
Do you know anything of Silas' operation? How many men we might expect? The nature of their defenses? You must be rather important to him if you were given your own escort.
Yeah.
Sir, we've enemies ahead. Shall I engage them?
No. Let Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
As you wish.
I wish you'd trust us.
Yeah.
Though I suppose it's only natural for you to be wary. So be it.
Oh look, they're doing like secret assassin things in the background. She's not a fan of us, but I have a feeling she'll grow on us. But she'll grow on us, we'll grow on her.
Halt! Identify yourselves! Where is Lieutenant Jones? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, look at there.
Engage the enemy!
Good lads. I don't know who's piloting this, because I'm not doing anything. They're just walking, you know.
Goddamn dogs.
Let no man reach us.
Looks like you're to meet the Reaper.
I didn't mean to kill the dog, by the way. I don't know why he did that. Not remotely my plan. He just attacked it for some reason.
On your guard, men.
Bringing fresh meat.
Of course.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
We're slowly getting there.
One moment there.
Engage the enemy.
Who's your officer? Looks like you're to meet the Reaper.
I was going to say, I don't know how they're going to kill them all, but they actually did a really good job. Quite impressive.
All clear.
Right. Well, that was good. That was good. We're dealing with them. He's walking into the horses now. I don't know why. Oh, they're hiding behind. Interesting.
Hold!
Evening, gentlemen.
State your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Go on then.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain.
Uh-oh.
Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
He dies.
Oh. Avoid detection, free captives.
Know when you're ready to strike.
So I have to free them all without being detected. I'm wondering if I go for this, like, you know, this, like, 100% synchronization or no. I think I'm not going to restart missions anymore if I make a mistake. I'm going to say that's just what happened, you know what I mean? Right. I always think of, like, it might be Brotherhood or 2, but it's where you're having to climb this ship for a mission, and it's so hard, like, you can't, it's not even like a you know, like, you shouldn't, what is it called, like a synchronization thing, 100% synchronization. It's like, if you don't do it, you're gonna, you basically, you fail the mission. Okay, freed them. Okay. So there's more, I think, inside the fort, it looks like. That's a lot of people. Okay, I'm gonna do quick. Jesus. Hang on. This guy's got to turn around because I cannot do this with him just watching me. Hang on. We're hiding. That was very close, by the way. Shit. Look, they're checking. Yeah, we got him. Got him. So I've got to get across. I don't even know how.
Merchandise? If you don't know, you don't need to. Just do as you've been told.
I think I can get across.
I assume it's quiet here most days?
On occasion we'll catch some.
Got him. I did all of it without getting detected. Come on. I'm happy about that. Okay. So we're freeing these guys, and I'm not entirely sure what the goal is after we free these said guys. What? Why? I did it though, and then suddenly I'm now... What is going on? That was weird.
An hour of quiet was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good.
Uh-oh.
How? How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free?
Uh-oh.
It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible, but first we clean up this mess!
Right. Sure, makes sense.
Seal the fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse. Am I understood?
Yeah, he seems quite a reasonable guy.
Push them back.
Hang on. Why have I, like... Why... Hang on, I'll restart and see if I can fix this. I know I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm confused as to how I failed, because... Human shield? Okay. Somehow I failed an objective. I don't even know how. I don't care. Let's just kill this guy. I don't care. It's fine. I failed something somehow, and I kind of...
The interloper! He's the one responsible!
Glad to have you with me. I could use some help.
Killed him.
Who are you?
Name's Hatham Kenway. You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
Oh. That was pretty brutal.
What happens now?
We wait. But not for very long, I suspect.
Okay. That's bullshit. I hate it. I failed. I'll accept the firing squad one. Oh, cool, you finished sequence 2. Cool.
It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity. I had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight.
he stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
We're trying to find the, we're establishing the Templar here, that's our mission, but our second main mission is that we're trying to find the Ancient One's place, right? Boston. So it's been a few weeks. Okay, let's continue. Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we'll begin our search. I'll meet you there.
Okay. To Lexington. I don't know if I can bring some sort of horse. But I don't know where my horse is, to be honest. It looks awesome with the snow. I do think it looks like sort of adds a bit more sort of atmosphere to it, doesn't it? It's really like cool little streets too. Oh, we're like fully leaving. Oh, cool. Well, am I able to get a horse or is this stealing? Look at that. Got a horse now. I am wondering how far away this place is. There's a lot of enemies. But like the thing is, they're not enemies for us. I think they become like actual like enemies once we go over to Connor. I think for now they're just like sort of like slightly friendly. Oh, I could get this place. Unless I already have it. Let's have a look. So I've already been here, but I doubt it. I don't know if I'm in Boston still. I'd assume so, because it hasn't said I've like entered Lexington. Let's jump off wherever I can. Oh, there. Okay, keep going. I mean, it is really interesting to like kind of revisit these periods of history, isn't it? I do think that like I'm excited for Assassin's Creed 4, especially, well, Assassin's Creed 4 Resynced. Especially because, like, once you understand the story of 3 more, it's even more interesting, of course. So, like, that's kind of my logic around replaying this. I kind of felt like, well, it'd be cool to just refresh my mind a little bit. Think like, oh yeah, that's what happened. Oh yeah, that character. Oh yeah. You know, so it kind of just enhances the experience of when going back into Resynced. I'm like, oh yeah. I believe in Rogue Adewale is like the main, I don't want to say villain, you kind of play the villain, but although you sort of do and you sort of don't, so Hey guys, I'm just oh. Hey guys, I don't know why I'm in here. Could I have fast traveled this entire time? Yep, to the frontier. Okay, we're actually like going somewhere. Entering hunting region Scotch Plains? Okay. Curious. Right, we have a horse now. Whoa. Look at this. This is awesome. I forgot about this part of the game. We're like fully traveling. It's not even like a small sort of distance. Whoa. I'm trying to spur my horse and it's rejecting my commands a little bit. They did improve the horse traveling quite significantly in 3. I'm pretty sure in Black Flag there isn't really a horse. I mean, it's ships really, isn't it? Oh. We're kind of out in the sticks here. Have I reached it? This house? This looks like it. Okay, Charles, we have reached this faraway place. Unconvinced.
Have you found her?
She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
Okay.
I am afraid I have some bad news, sir.
Oh?
Braddock is insisting I return to service under him. I've tried
Oh.
to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn. To say nothing of the shaming we gave him. Do as he asks. In the meantime, I'll work on having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
I mean, Hatham's pretty understanding guy. We go a bit faster, Mr. Lee. Right.
We're too late. Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
Bollocks.
Tracks are fresh. They must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
I'm just gonna... I can climb this. Whoa. This environment is so cool. I don't really know if I'm meant to be following something here. There's an enemy over there. Ah! Charles, get away from there. I promise you it's not going to work out well for us. I don't know where she... Oh!
Come back!
Uh-oh.
You return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But, sir!
But nothing. Go! Stop running! I only wish to talk!
I'm trying to pursue
I
her.
am not your enemy! Please just hear me out! Gods, woman! Only let me speak!
It's a camp. Okay. Okay, this isn't too hard. Nice, there we go. That's the wolves dealt with. I'm gonna assume she went up here. It does seem to be telling me to go down there. But surely she went up here.
You try my patience, woman!
There you go. Okay, we're gonna... Oh.
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Hatham. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzit Zio.
Pleased to meet you. God's day.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Gadzitio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth.
You gonna let her take the medallion? Oh, here's the hill.
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock. But first, we have to find him.
Kind of solves Hatham's problem with Lee as well. I really didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's go and chat. I think I really upset her. What?
I don't trust you.
I know.
Yet you remain.
That I might prove you wrong.
It will not happen.
So you say.
It may
So I
well
know.
happen. Okay. Let's see.
Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
I hope so.
stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye. The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expedition.
Aye. Smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
Okay, we eavesdrop there.
I hear tell the French are readying to move on our positions.
Oh no, not the French.
What intends to do about it?
He's already left for the advance camp. I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end.
Okay, time to leave. So they're marching south, they're leaving.
Oi! Where are you going, Cully?
Me?
No, the other cock Robin.
Well, I was leaving.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
I'm just trying to make sure I knock him out here. There you go.
You're hurt.
Oh, it's nothing.
Here. This should stop the bleeding.
It wasn't necessary. But thank you.
Oh, what's happening? What is going on?
Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
Okay. Braddock's camp. I have to work out where that is, but we should do that. And we're going to kill him, right? Right. Guess over this way. So, we are trying to help her in order to find the future thing, right? I do think that like the story in this game, is very like well, it's put together well. I think that you sort of grow attached to Hatham, which is quite a good thing for later on in the game. And also his armor is awesome, like his kind of robes, right? I feel like it was a brave choice to go for this hat, but it works very well. Although I do wonder how far away we are. We're a little bit stuck here. Okay, we're making it. We're almost there. There's a rabbit over there. I know there's like a whole hunting thing you can do in this game, which is, I think, one of the cooler parts of it. Okay, we're getting closer and closer. I wonder, is there like a fast travel thing? I never really bothered trying to do it. It's actually quite far away. I probably should have used the horse. Troy's Woods. I'm literally just like beelining to it. I think that's the best way. You deal with anything in the way and you just run past it. I'm at a house now. And honestly, you jump in this water. It must have been a hard life back then, you know, living in this sort of area. Freezing cold, I bet, all the time. Some soldiers here. We're getting closer and closer. Oh, pretty there. There we go, we arrived. Here she is. So we're at his camp now? I hope. Execution is everything. Actually, it is in this case.
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach.
Oh.
Having second thoughts?
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
Do not kill any guards using a weapon. Infiltrate the fort.
I can hide in that cart.
Using a weapon is interesting.
What's in the wagon? I need a full inventory.
As you wish. Let's see. 2 barrels of salt, 12 pounds pork, 10
Ooh.
pounds beef, 7 dozen eggs, 16 wheels of cheese. None of it French, don't worry. 5 bottles of whiskey, a couple dozen new uniforms, boots, leather for patching, blankets, a cart of feed for the horses.
I like hearing what they're
That's it.
sort of
That's all there
eating.
is.
Salt, pork. Just supplies for their little fort up here.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Do not kill any guards using a weapon. I don't really know what you would kill them with if not a weapon.
General Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Damn it! Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution.
George Washington?
At all. That allowing the
You
French
guys, we just found George
to delay
Washington.
an inevitable conflict, one in which they now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
He doesn't fit well. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Should I kill this guy? Fuck. Okay, I assumed it when it says don't kill with any weapons, I'm gonna assume that I'm allowed to. I think I must have had a checkpoint though, surely, because I was like, I finished that objective. Normally it's every objective you get a little checkpoint. If it sets me back to the entire start.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble.
Oh
Perhaps I could
Christ, I'm so
sabotage
far back.
General Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict, one in which they now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
Oh, this actually worked.
We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless.
It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use. I need
Shit.
to find it.
So I can't... How do you kill the guard without using a weapon is my question. I feel like I'm not aiming for 100% synchronization, so I might just... Also, by the way, the reason that happened is because you need to hold RT to get the assassinate up, I just realized. I forgot that you actually have to hold an extra button.
Are like to cause trouble.
Oh god.
Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Okay, I'm not listening to this again. I think I'm just going to kill this guy. Because otherwise I just can't get that map.
That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict, one in which they now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. So can't you see this is unwise?
It doesn't fit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless.
Last time.
It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them. At least...
What? How? Okay, I ran into him, I think. I held L... Sometimes the controls in this game are a little bit, like, weird.
Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Why am I now down here? I'm trying to click assassinate, but because you have to hold the same button as running, it's a little bit weird.
Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict, one in which they now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't sit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually.
I need to be careful. I need to be real careful. And then I think I can get him.
At least this will be
right.
Soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
I'm gonna wait for those two to also
will
go.
surely be of use. I need to find it.
And as opposed to what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I feel like realistically, it's dumb that you can't just kill the guards. That should totally be a thing. Oh. I'll get this last cannon. God, just go down, please. God, it's very annoying, actually. Okay. Do you know, I clicked the RT button then so I could engage assassination, and it immediately attached me to the ladder. Okay, we did it. And now I just have to get out without being detected. Pretty much. This is possible. Oh god. It's so annoying when you right. I have to try and get out of here. It's gonna be hard though. I don't even know the best way of getting out, to be honest. I'd guess the front entrance is too open. I just have to get out somehow, basically. Maybe I can jump up there. How do I get out of here? Actually, I wonder if the other way is better. How are you supposed to do this without killing anyone, by the way? I hate when that happens. Right. Okay. Right, I escaped. Right, cool. Detection mission, huh? I feel like without killing guards, that mission is just, like, annoying. And also kind of, to be, in my opinion, an annoying objective. I feel like the part of the game is you should be just killing stuff, you know? Like, sneakily, like an assassin, though, but still killing stuff. Hello, I know where he's going. There was a whole thing.
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush them here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Okay. So I have to now gather my allies. So, can I fast travel back up to here? No. Is it really just going to be walking? It's quite far to walk, you know. Can I call my horse? There's no, like, horse button. Although I realise pushing this down seems to let me sprint. Cool, maybe. Well, I don't have a horse, but perhaps I can steal one here. Let's see what I think it's better just to do this and not waste time like trying to find one for ages. Just my opinion. Let's just get all the way there. I think once I finish the Hatham stuff, I'll stop playing AC for today. And I actually had a few things I made note of that I want to talk about. So I'll talk about that afterwards, which could be quite fun just to have a quick discussion. But I feel like if I finish this bit, we'll see how much longer is of Hatham's story, because I feel like I'm getting pretty close to finishing it. But we'll see. Okay. I feel like I'm pretty close now as well. We just have to gather the allies in Lexington, possibly, I believe. There, over there. In this little bit. It's a nice environment, actually. It's really like kind of... To me, this feels like American, You know, I can see like a British influence in some of the architectural stuff, but I mean like, it just the little sort of wooden houses sort of design like this feels very American to me. I was gonna get a horse, but I don't really see the point at this stage. I do also like that you can climb most things. I think that's a big sort of part of it. What just happened? Sorry, that was just a trick shot, for why not? Okay. Little horse trick shot. The Right Tavern. 5 months later? What?
The cold, cold ground.
Here, here.
Hard at work, I see.
How did you...
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
Gentlemen, let us away.
To arms. Here they are, the group. Oh, okay, here we go.
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
Well, there you go.
And humid too. It's a right swamp, I tell you.
It's humid too. It's a right swamp, I tell ye.
To say nothing of
I love it.
those beetles.
Look at this place. It's awesome.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
True.
What? You mean the bulldog?
Awesome place.
We'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Where's your boy Lee gone off to?
I have no idea. Leah's just... he's legged it.
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
Ah.
I imagine the bulldog's none too pleased after the stunt we pulled.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Oh.
Which would give us a man inside.
Yes.
Precisely.
Kani Zhao.
You've underestimated.
I've probably said the name terribly.
I see you've been busy.
All these men are from many different tribes, united in their desire to see Braddock sent away. The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you? Who do you stand for?
Myself.
Oh.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow.
Follow.
They come.
Oh. There is Braddock.
Everything all right, sir?
George Washington as well.
Savoring the moment. No doubt, many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands, as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper. Which means we need more land. The French understand this, and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle
French.
us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
Oh.
Now's the time to strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. We must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side. Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
Okay, good plan. Good plan, Hatham. Let's get these clothes on then.
There, in front of us.
on them!
I mean, I didn't trigger open conflict, did I? Hey, I'm whistling. All right. All right, we got it. Open conflict was certainly triggered, I would say. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, it's raining now. That's not good.
How could anyone call this forest home?
The French push back, there'll be a lot of opportunities for us.
Oh god. It's showing us like how deep in the territory we are now.
You mean, sir? You are...
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
Oh, here they come. Yeah, exactly, we can't trigger it if it's already triggering. You know, we literally pulled the trigger to stop the trigger. That's a philosophical position, isn't it? Oh, he's run away.
Where are you off to, Edward?
Where are you off to, Edward? I have to kill you. Atham's coming. Oh. Press Y to shoot with a pistol, sure. I couldn't do it. I can't, like, use my gun anymore, I should mention. I've clicked it about 8 times. It just seems to stop me running.
I never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on, then!
Pecan betrayed me.
Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away.
Thank you.
I said go.
Did you just stab him in the face?
I don't deserve this.
Did I just ruin the mission, or I just shot him in the back of the head? Okay, we're pulling the trigger again.
Why, Hatham?
Your death opens a door. It's nothing personal. Well, maybe it is a little personal. Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, perhaps. No longer.
Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance, I concur. Farewell, Edward.
Why is he taking the ring? So was Hatham previously a redcoat or something, or was he a soldier in the British Army.
It's done. Now I have upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
Follow me.
Uh-oh. Oh, the cave of love and life. Particularly love.
No. No.
You seem disappointed.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more. What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yotzitzizu, who came into their world and shaped it for what life might come. She had a hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words. Her hands still guide us. And her love still gives us strength.
You have shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you. I should go.
Oh, what's happening? The Cave of Love and Life. Here we go. Hatham Kenway, son of Edward Kenway. Cave of Love and Life. He has he's done something else. Okay, well that was fun. See, theoretically, I feel like at that point now, you should no longer be able to play as Hatham. And you'll see my reasoning for it.
Master Kenway, did you find it then?
It was not the right place.
The others are waiting for you.
Gentlemen, please, sit. I fear our temple was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain precursor images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
We need to redouble our efforts and expand our order and establish a permanent base here. Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth. Hear, hear.
Furthermore, I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold. He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he came to us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap all the benefits that such a gift implies. Are any opposed? Very well. Charles, come, stand. Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, one defined by purpose and order. Give me your hand. You are a Templar.
Templar.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father understand and guide us.
Wait, what?
What? Haytham's not an assassin. What? Shock and terror. What has happened? How could he not? Oh, there you go. How could this be?
You all saw that, right?
Wow.
Well, indeed. The key must be the amulet Haytham took from London.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it. Desmond, you need to keep going.
Hey, he's your ancestor too. Why don't you hop in the Animus?
Really? That's your response? It's like dealing with a 6-year-old. What is wrong with you, Desmond?
You want to know what's wrong? I'm sick of being treated like I'm not even here. Desmond, do this. Desmond, do that. Desmond, you better figure things out because the sun is going to turn us all to ash. And I know I was really nice to you, but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes, I would like very much for you to be controlled by a magic space wizard so that you can murder me. So there's your answer. I'm sick of being a goddamn pawn. I thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
Don't you ever equate me to those bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a little too hard, asked a little too much, but try and remember exactly what's at stake here. You need to get it together, kid. We're running out of time.
That was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand. The news isn't good. It appears this temple is powered by a collection of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more, at least not down here.
Any idea on where we can find replacements?
Not yet, so I intend to tiptoe into the Abstergo database. Now, if I can cross-reference these particular devices with their database, then maybe we'll get lucky.
See what you can do.
Obviously. Anyway, Desmond, you can either take a look around here or we can head back to the Animus.
Right, there we go. So we've finished everything with Haytham. We've now discovered he is a Templar. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's a good game, isn't it? I do think Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered is like, or just 3 in general, is a good game. I feel like the problem with me for the Desmond story is like that's not really why we're playing the game right now, because you know we haven't played the other 3 in you know the lead up. But you know it's a part of the story. It's still cool. Let's quit out of here. Yep, it should have saved already. And here we go. So I'm gonna put it to full cam real quick. I don't know what is going on with my screen here. The light is all weird. It's like, you see what I mean? Hang on, I've got like an actual camera cleaner. There you go. That's a bit better, isn't it? I think so. Okay, well that was good though. Okay, I want to show you guys some stuff that I was keeping in mind. I'm going to close Assassin's Creed 3. I'm going to open up here again, and I'm going to open up that one. Oh, it's opened up my Ubisoft. Sure, I can use my microphone. I don't know why. Hang on, let me just close Ubisoft. Sorry, I'm just sorting out everything. So let me show you some of this interesting stuff. So the first thing, if we go back over to here, I liked a bunch of these tweets. I'll reply to that in a moment. So my likes are private, apparently. That's fine. So there's a couple things I liked because I just wanted to remember to have a look at it. So this was the Warhorse Studio thing I talked about already. It was apparently like Warhorse. There's loads of stuff, to be honest. There's loads of little things. I mean, yeah, we've got the statue here of Edward Kenway, which does look really cool. I think it's not actually that expensive, surprisingly. It's only $120, which to be honest is really not that expensive. Like, considering the Witcher one that's coming out, which looks cool, is like 300 or something. It's not that expensive. So that was cool. I don't know why YouTube did this. This post drew heavy backlash from creators over AI demonetizations for inauthentic content. So YouTube also had this issue. To the creators who feel like giving up, don't, we see you. And then everyone just like community notes them. I don't know why. But then we have this. So this is Warhorse Studio. The work. Yeah, we've already talked about this. I made a video about this, right? About the possible Lord of the Rings RPG. But someone else, I saw a post. I don't have it right now. But someone was basically saying like, no, they're not going to be making a Lord of the Rings game. And then I was like, I think I did a tweet saying something like, yeah, but like the amount of times there are these rumored games and then people sort of say, oh no, it's not going to be happening, but there's no actual evidence they said it's not going to happen. In fact, the fact that they're just saying we're hard at work on something, you know, I feel like it basically, there's no reason to say we're not working on that if you're not working on it. That's the way I always think about it. Like, if they're working on a Lord of the Rings game, they would like not tell us if there's some kind of like disclosure agreement, right? And especially if they're not sure if it'll actually be made. You never know what the situation is. But if they aren't working on it and they're actually working on something else, there's no incentive to say, oh, we don't know, other than the fact that like they're basically misleading people. Then whatever they come out with, people are going to be disappointed and not buy it. So I think that this is basically like not confirmation, but I feel pretty confident with it. So then there's this article here. So it's Kingdom Come devs respond to Lord of the Rings game rumor. I cannot disclose details, but I can tell it's a huge immersive RPG. It's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 developers Warhorse Studios are refusing to confirm or deny a rumor that they're making a Lord of the Rings game for Embracer. This could indicate one of two things. Firstly, they are making a Lord of the Rings game for Embracer. And secondly, they are not... What is that? Oh, sorry. Of course it can... But it... There's no option. That's the only option. We can rest assured at least they're making a huge... Yes, they're making an RPG, but I'm pretty sure it must be a Lord of... Because you would just come out and say, we're not making one. We're making something else. And you might think, no, because they want to get hype for... But you don't want hype for a game that isn't what people are being hyped about. You know, it's like if I'm like, guys, I'm going to be doing something really cool soon or something like that, and everyone's expecting, I don't know what it could be, like I'm going to be making a, I don't know, like a video on something people really, really like, and then I come out and say, it's a vlog of me sitting in my room, you know, people are going to be like, oh, okay, well, we're not going to watch it, and actually we're angry at you. And I think that would be the case if they made a game that is just, like, not what people want, you know? Like, as in... What I'm saying is they don't have to tell you what game they're making, but they could at least shut down the rumor. Really, no, it's not Lord of the Rings, by the way, guys. But even if they did do that, it doesn't mean that they aren't, you know. But anyway, the original rumor came from a Polish Tolkien podcast last month in which localization specialist Ryszard Chodniowski, who has worked with CD Projekt Red, BioWare, many, mentions hearing about the Lord of the Rings game from someone else. Warhorse didn't respond to my request for a comment at the time, but they've now discussed the rumors on Reddit, albeit in a way that makes me think of Gollum planting biscuit crumbs on Sam. Obviously, we can't comment on future projects, at least not until we're in the future, but if you have a time machine, please show us, reads one post from the community manager Tom Gray. Bittner has slightly more to offer in another post. Voila, there is a response, he wrote, but unfortunately not the one you hoped for. We are hard at work on something. I cannot disclose details, but I can tell I can tell you, I suppose, it is a huge immersive RPG. The idea of Warhorse making a Lord of the Rings game fills me with a mixture of yearning, misgiving, good humor. Yearning because it's been ages since the last proper single-player LOTR game, and Warhorse are pretty adept at this role-playing lark. Misgiving because Warhorse's co-founder Daniel Vavra backed Gamergate and continues to have a torturous relationship with anti-woke politics. Though he's since stepped away from active development. I don't know, is it necessarily a bad thing? It depends what you're doing with the thing. I mean, I prefer people just don't bother talking about any of it really. But I think if they were, you know, if they were coming out and saying we're gonna make the Lord of the Rings something it isn't because we have some agenda, I wouldn't want to play it. So what I'm saying is I'd rather them be anti-woke than incredibly woke. But at the same time, being incredibly anti-woke can also be an issue. So it's more like I just rather they don't even mention it, you know? And I don't know why they've decided to include this. I feel like that's kind of an unnecessary detail, but though he's since stepped away from the active game development at the studio in good humour because Warhorse's brand has been hitherto been, what if we made grown-up RPGs based on medieval history without any silly elves or dragons? And then, judged purely in terms of prior projects, I would rather Warhorse make a Lord of the Rings game like this than, say, Crystal Dynamics, who are rumoured to be adapting Tolkien. It's also possible both rumours are true, of course, Lord of the Rings is a big business, so they could be making something. I mean, if Kingdom Come Deliverance, the Warhorse Game Studios devs are going to be making a Lord of the Rings game, it's not going to be some little phone game, I'd hope. But they do wish somebody would commission it, yeah, sure. I mean, of course, everyone wants a game. I'm going to spend mine carving out another dwarven condo in Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. What is this, like some little... It's like a kind of phone-looking game almost, kind of sandbox game. Yeah. No, it'd be cool. I really would like Warhorse Studios to do it. I mean, as long as they adapt it correctly and they do it with the sort of the spirit of Tolkien in mind. I don't want... I feel like there's a big problem in gaming, and it's been a problem in a lot of different forms of media. You have people that don't actually like the franchises getting a hold of them. It's happened with The Witcher with Netflix. You have people that don't like the franchises getting a hold of it. They start to inject a bunch of their own stuff in there. The quality of the thing goes down because they essentially don't really realize why it's popular in the first place. And then the entire story just changes and gets shifted into something it shouldn't be. Like a great example of Lord of the Rings is you can see with the original Peter Jackson interviews, and I don't think necessarily I'm saying The Hunt for Gollum is going to be good or any of this other stuff. People can change over time. I mean, look at Russell T Davies, right? But you look at someone like Peter Jackson, and you see, at least in his original interviews, because he's maybe a younger director as well, it's like our job is to adapt what Tolkien wants to say. Our job is to say what he is trying to convey with these stories. It's not about us injecting our own stuff in there. And then the entire Lord of the Rings story was adapted with the goal in mind of having it all centered on Frodo and the ring. And if it doesn't push Frodo and the ring forward, it's going to be cut. So you lose all the stuff with Tom Bombadil because it's cool, but it's sort of unnecessary, like for the story to continue. It's cool, but it's unnecessary. You cut the Scourging of the Shire because then you've got like 15 endings. It kind of makes that going back a little bit like difficult to deal with. You change some stories. You have Arwen like rescue Frodo because you want to have a sort of female character to a degree do something. And also, I would say that it's because she's quite important to the story in regard to Aragorn's story. It's nice to have her do something. And it's just sort of streamlining it a bit. But the general beats of the story are the same. The general themes of the stories are the same. The casting is very accurate. The script writing is very good. And it all came together and was very, very good. And I feel like that's where it succeeded. And the problem with having some other like reason, whatever the reason is, for adapting something and creating some terrible adaptation, is the fans of the existing thing know and they don't like it. And it's why they don't want to watch it. You know, and that's simply how it works. I think the purpose of these things at the end of the day should be to create a very engaging story that chiefly, because it is a business, makes money. If you're writing a creative work for the first time and you don't have that necessarily that financial incentive in mind, you don't necessarily need to aim for it. But as we've seen time and time again, the things that make money are the things that are good. And the things that are good are things like Lord of the Rings, and there's a reason it's good, so just stick to it. Anyway, I'm hoping they will do it well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they come out with, and if it does end up being the case, or whoever ends up making a Lord of the Rings game. But anyway, that's what I want to say on that. So then I've got this one, which I don't know, I just thought this was kind of neat. GameStop is planning to take over eBay. Well, they've sent an unsolicited buy offer for $56 billion. I don't know what eBay's current market cap actually is. I would be curious to check, like eBay current market cap it must be something like $46 billion. So actually, they're valuing it slightly higher. So video game retailer GameStop has made a surprise $55 billion, $40 billion offer to buy e-commerce giant eBay. The cash and stocks offer values eBay at $125 a share, 20 more than the company's value when trading ended in New York on Friday. GameStop's chief executive Ryan Cohen said eBay could be much more successful under his leadership and even rival Amazon. He also said he was prepared to take his bid directly to shareholders if eBay's board rejected it. eBay said it will consider the proposal, but analysts expressed doubts about the idea. Morgan Stanley said the two companies had fundamentally different business models, while Bernstein pointed to GameStop's smaller balance sheet, saying it would be surprised if anything became of it. Maybe not became. Okay, GameStop rose to prominence during the and it was a meme stock, yes. They saw retail investors buy up shares in unloved companies that professional investors had bet against, causing their share price to rise and fall sharply. The chain still has around 1,600 outlets in the US and has seen something of a turnaround under Cohen. Its net profit rose to $418 million in 2025, up from $131 million. That's quite high, actually. Through those sales fell. eBay, which is worth around 4 times more than GameStop, yeah, we know eBay, but its user base has shrunk amid competition from the likes of Amazon, yes. eBay should be worth and will be worth a lot more money, Cohen told the Wall Street Journal. It will be a legit competitor to Amazon, he added. Under the proposed deal to buy eBay, Cohen will become the chief executive of the new firm and receive no salary or bonuses, being compensated solely based on the performance of the combined company. So GameStop, which currently has a stock market valuation of around 11.9, how is he going to pay for this? Said it has a commitment letter from TD Securities to provide around $20 billion in debt to help finance the takeover. Cohen said he planned to cut costs at eBay by $2 billion within a year of a deal being completed. This would mainly fall across eBay's sales and marketing division, which GameStop said had failed to attract more users to a marketplace with near universal brand recognition. The proposal does not sound like a terribly good offer, as it would saddle eBay with GameStop's debt, said Sucharita Kodali, a retail analyst at research firm Forrester. It makes sense for GameStop because it could lift its valuation by being linked with a larger company like eBay, she told the BBC. The truth is we are not necessarily putting two strong companies together, Kodali added. Shares in eBay rose by 5.5% on Monday morning in New York, while GameStop fell more by 4%. So, basically, GameStop wants to buy eBay, and my perspective of this is they're going to make it like a sort of Temu sort of thing, like a very, very cheap marketplace where you can just buy a bunch of crap from wherever you want to get it sourced from. I don't know, it could be an interesting thing. I feel like the main thing about eBay that that is mentioned here, which is very true, is the brand recognition, which is an incredibly hard thing to build and takes many, many years. And everyone knows eBay. I still look on eBay sometimes for some whatever's for sale, but I think increasingly people have started to use other avenues, right, like Facebook Marketplace or whatever they use for secondhand stuff. I don't know, Gumtree. eBay is still very much used. But I think that my perspective when I saw this was I thought, right, I think the thing that GameStop is aiming for is there's been this massive growth in grading cards, and GameStop is still, I think it makes a lot of its money from grading cards from what I understand. And I think that because of eBay's sort of like, it's a massive secondary market for selling those sorts of things and selling these unopened boxes and so on, that sort of stuff. I think they want to kind of combine it with that to then sort of have like a kind of what would you call it, like a kind of a network. It's a different word, but it's like its own system of being able to buy and sell stuff and then grade stuff. So maybe like you can buy a card from eBay and there might be a way to get it like immediately graded with GameStop or something like that. I think there'll be definitely more in their plans past that, but I certainly think that is a significant consideration. I mean, perhaps, as they say, they want to make it rival Amazon, so maybe they'll start selling other things and trying to make it, as popular as Amazon. I don't know if that's necessarily going to work, and it is a weird thing to have a really small company buy a much larger one, but we have seen it before. I mean, look at Skydance and Paramount. Have they secured the deal to buy Warner Brothers now? I think they may have. So that's another example of an interesting M&A recently. But I don't know. I've never been to no, that's not true. When I went to New York, I went to a GameStop once. In the UK, we have a shop called Game, which is basically our business now as well. You can find them in the back of a sports shop we have here called Sports Direct at the sort of top, and whenever I've been there, it is empty. Because people don't buy that stuff in physical shops anymore. To be honest, the only game shops I really go into, if ever, are like the old second-hand used ones where you've got really old consoles and sort of old models and stuff like that. I really do like those places. And it is a shame to see these retail places go, but the problem is their prices are just not remotely competitive. And they don't sell anything particularly good. It's all just like 10 times, well, a few times more, or 2 times, or whatever, 10% more expensive than you can buy online, and you have to actually go there. So, I don't know. Still like it, but that's an interesting thing that GameStop is apparently aiming to buy eBay. Let's see if that actually happens. This one was a big one. So I don't know how true this is, because I don't know where this account, whatever this account is sourcing this from. But apparently, Disney may be removing the Star Wars sequel trilogy from the timeline, and it's going to be focusing more on the original characters. So I wanted to look into this a bit more, because I can't believe that that's what they're going to do. Like, is Disney really going to be removing... I know they're like... I just spelled bloody... I was trying to go back and I clicked enter. Sequel trilogy characters. I feel like surely they're not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, surely they're not going to do that. Like, hang on, I got to open it here, I believe. If that works. Yes. So, oh. What? Why has it removed it? Like, Disney... removing sequel characters. But I guess the Mandalorian technically isn't a sequel character, is he? But I'd be shocked if they would remove that. So here we go, rumor. It's been removed by a moderator. Source, my ass. I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that. Like, I would be shocked, and I don't even know where this rumor has come from. It just seems like a completely random thing with no source. Like, the future of Star Wars may be heading toward a massive course correction if the new insider report is accurate. According to an exclusive report from That Parks Place... Right, so what is this? This is the original. Exclusive. Disney executives reportedly ready to reset Star Wars and splinter the sequel trilogy. Is Disney finally preparing to reset Star Wars? New evidence points to just that, and the way they're doing it could surprise you. In a recent focus group of teens conducted by entertainment industry expert Matt Belloni at Puck News, it's obvious why The Mandalorian and Grogu box office projections continue to portend the lowest opening weekend for a Star Wars movie ever for ticket sales. I'm not going to see it, I'm going to be honest. I'm just not remotely interested in the Mandalorian and Grogu show. I liked the season 1 and a bit of 2 of Mandalorian. I liked the end with Luke, although I know it was a little bit fan servicey. But then season 3 I heard was really bad. I didn't even bother to watch it. Andor is great. There's not an awful lot of good stuff coming out from Disney Star. I mean, Andor is really good. Arguably some of the best piece of media from Star Wars, like full stop. I really do think so. I really liked Andor. Rogue One was good. Like, I think it was good. I know there was a lot of, like, sort of nostalgia baiting sort of stuff, but I liked it. I thought it was very well made, all things considered. I actually liked the Solo movie as well. It's not Harrison Ford, of course. Pardon me. But I still liked it. Mandalorian, yeah, season 1. Obi-Wan show, there was, like, some cool bits, but basically bad. And then sequel trilogy, of course, terrible. The first... what's it called? The Force Awakens, which did also have some pretty interesting decisions in it. But anyway, when asked about Star Wars, the teens didn't debate storylines, characters, or upcoming films. Instead, the conversation was brief and dismissive. I like the old stuff, but the new stuff, nah. I'm not excited for The Mandalorian. I never watched it personally, one teen said. Another didn't even bother sugarcoating it. Anything that came out after I was born isn't that great. The only semi-positive mention came with a caveat. Star Wars has been quiet lately, but I liked Andor a lot. Yeah, I liked Andor a lot. So how bad is it for Dave Filoni's first film as a producer or director or heck anything? See, Dave Filoni, the problem with Dave Filoni is he cares too much about Ahsoka, who is, like, liked in the animated series enjoying community, right? But, like, for most people that watch the films, she seems just, like, kind of not canon, and he's trying to make her, like, very, 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 very canon. She is canon, of course she's canon, but, like, if you watch the original 6 films, she isn't even in them, you know? Pardon me. And it's fine, but I feel like to make her it's fine for her story in the Clone Wars, etc. All that stuff is good. I think that's fine. But it's to make her like this massive central character, to have all these shows based around her, to bring her back in such a significant way. I think, it's this meant to be this thing. All the Jedis were killed, but actually, basically, none of them were killed. There's actually quite a lot around. It turns out. Even if she's not technically a Jedi, right? But according to Hollywood Reporter, the film is now tracking for about 80 million domestic. That's pretty bad. Memorial Day weekend, that's a 4-day count, and it's one of the biggest weekends in the entire calendar. Any blockbuster that releases on Memorial Day weekend is supposed to easily clear 100 million. For Star Wars to come in at 80 million, which I mean it's probably earning less than 70 million during the traditional 3-day weekend, is a red alert shock to the system. Disney can no longer ignore this. Evidence is everywhere. They get the severity of the problem, and the delayed medicine that former CEO Bob Iger didn't want to initiate may just be coming very, very soon. In effect, CEO Josh D'Amaro and his Wall Street executives could be ready to pull the sequel trilogy ripcord. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're too deep into it, and I don't even know how you would do it. You know, if they just suddenly announced new sequel trilogy, like we're remaking the whole thing, that was all some weird dream, I think people would be happy, but it would be like shocking, you know? The evidence that Disney has made a 180 for the... But aren't they making that Daisy Ridley film as well? How would that even work? Has made a 180 for the franchise initially is everywhere. The May the 4th merchandise, all the original trilogy stuff, Fortnite Star Wars special event. That does have Rey in it, though. The new Star Wars stuff does feature Rey quite heavily. Mostly original trilogy with Dave Filoni cartoon skits, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. The timeline has just shifted. Now the sequel trilogy basically exists as a single ride, while the original trilogy characters are everywhere. George Lucas's Luke, Leia, and Han roam the land. John Williams' music finally blasts over speakers, and the chances this comes to Florida's Disney World version very soon is about as close to 100% as you can get. So I think the article continues as such. I don't know if I'm going to read literally all of it. I think it's basically a very long decision about, like, a very long article just talking about, like, why Disney Star Wars is not very good, it seems to me. According to our source, there is a significant desire from Lucasfilm to give Ahsoka a movie ending and to make the change in a way that satisfies the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, and sequel trilogy fans. An internal fear, allegedly, is that doing a franchise-level reset in a Disney Plus show, novel, or comic would leave... So they want to do, like, an Ahsoka... The way to do that, we believe, based on conversations, is for Ahsoka... So Ahsoka going to interact with the World Between Worlds, and then it's going to make the Kennedy sequel trilogy exist in its own timeline, separate from the rest of Star Wars. They've been told more details, but are refraining from providing too much info. So that's basically the source. So the final... Sorry, I should read this. This is quite important. This is the main part. According to a source close to Lucasfilm, we now believe that the final season of Ahsoka, as confirmed in recent interviews, is Filoni's last chance to get ratings for this era of Star Wars. If this does not get ratings, the plan told to us is that there will be a mini project to wrap up the Mandoverse and pivot back to the original Star Wars characters. More importantly, we've been informed that Disney executives have impressed upon Dave Filoni that the sequel trilogy needs to be branched off. The way to do that, we believe, so yeah, then she would interact with the World Between Worlds, and then yes, they would give Ahsoka a movie ending and then just completely separate it from the timeline. So, yeah, I mean, Favreau, it says he's been referencing George Lucas' original trilogy a lot, poor box office performances. It could happen. I mean, I don't, yet again, it's this like my source that I can't mention, and therefore you just have to completely trust me. I mean, would I like the sequel trilogy to be gone? Yes, I think there was some cool parts of it, but all in all, it was bad. It's a massive shame we'll never have Carrie Fisher in a future Star Wars film. We could still have Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford if they make it quickly, but Carrie Fisher's not going to be in it unless they do some trickery with CGI, which I don't know how ethical that is. But yeah, I mean, I would like them to remove it. I always felt like the sequel trilogy was very weak. I felt like it didn't have the massive issue with it is not even necessarily like all the issues with Rey. I think a significant part of the kind of the lead up to it is that they didn't have an overarching story plan, and they just basically said, yeah, we're gonna do like this kind of weird baton thing where each director has a different story and you guys just have to work it out, which seems like an absolutely crazy way to plan films. So all in all, I would say that I'm not like a massive sequel trilogy hater. I think there's some cool parts in it. I did think Crate was quite cool, but I think just generally most of the decisions were terrible, and I think that they could have done it in a much cooler way. And if they're willing to remove that and do it in a cooler way, that would be cool. But at the same time, I'm like, if I was them, as much as I don't think it's necessary and I wouldn't want it, they should just remake the original 6 films, get rid of all the Jar Jar stuff, make it the overarching story, like adapt it basically. Have it in a sort of very coherent way, have all the actors carry across, have it as this cool 6-film thing made with all the new, the new gadgets, use a mixture of CGI and prosthetic stuff. I think that would be the best way to do it. I mean, I don't want them to remake it, and I don't think it's necessary, but if they want to make money, that would probably be the best way. I don't want them to do that, bear in mind, as I say. I probably wouldn't watch it, and I wouldn't care that much. I feel like most of us are attached to the original films, and it's sort of unnecessary, but if that's how they want to make money, I don't think doing another sequel trilogy in like a new way is going to really do much unless it's very, very, very good. You could get Tony Gilroy to make it. That would be awesome. To actually get Tony Gilroy to do it, and I think it would do well. But that's my perspective on that. Now, back to Twitter. If I can get it on. I believe there is a couple more things. Honestly, there's so many things I was looking at recently. I did like some things that... Oh yeah, this is the trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu thing. It looks just like not that great. It just looks kind of silly, you know? Like, it just looks silly. You can just see it looks silly. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is about Unity and how awesome it looks. I did think that's cool. But, you know, that's generally what's going on. I mean, I think there's an awful lot happening. I'm going to talk about the rest of this stuff possibly in another video, another stream, because to be honest, I've had a very long day today, and I'm going to head off and have a rest. I do appreciate everybody watching. But, oh, haha, you have a question. I'll answer your question first. Did you see the Fallout creator talking about player choice in video games? What did he say, or she? I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure the name of the Fallout creator. Let's have a look. So what is it? Fallout creator player choice. I'll have a look at this. Last thing. Possibly this. Fallout co-creator Tim Kaine says good level designers shouldn't assume anything the player is going to do in a particular order. Is this what you are mentioning? Your job is to provide a nice map for them to play on. Fallout co-creator Tim Kaine has stressed the importance of not assuming what the players are going to do if your game is non-linear. Rule 1, our game is non-linear. Don't assume that players will go somewhere first, talk to someone first. Kaine explains in a new YouTube video titled 8 Level Design Guidelines. I wanted to remind level designers that just because you put a guard outside the town, don't assume that everybody will stop and talk to that guard. Oh, wait, sorry, on VGC. What is VGC? I'll have a look. VGC? Oh, 2 hours ago. Oh, a different thing. Okay, I see. This 2 hours ago. It's very soon. Fallout co-creator worries that gamers are no longer thinking for themselves. This is very much something I've... You know, the example I always think of, and I know it's a kid's game, all this stuff, but it's Pokemon, right? You used to play Pokemon, and it was kind of like you had to sort of work stuff out a little bit. If you play it now, it just tells you everywhere. Same with a lot of video games, to be fair. It's like, here's the next objective, here's the next place, here's the next place. Do you have to say, Indiana Jones doesn't do that so much when I was playing it. It does on a map a bit, but it also, like, there's puzzles and stuff, which is fun. Witcher 3 is great because it does direct you. The Witcher 3 does direct you, but it doesn't tell you which decision is necessarily going to give you the best outcome. So... Have influencers turned gamers into sheep? Is Silksong really getting DLC this month? And how did the director of Final Fantasy VII Remake of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy find the time to beat his next game 40 times? Okay, so here we go. Let's just... Okay, that's kind of unnecessary. But Fallout co-creators talk about how content creators have changed gaming. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Tim Kaine was asked to talk about how social media, Twitch, and YouTube have changed the way games are designed in a recent video. He said some developers now craft moments with that live audience, online audience reaction in mind, but also suggest the algorithm now has outsized influence over how gamers think and make up their minds about stuff. I mean, it's true. I think it's the same with music. I think it's the same with almost everything. It's all for algorithms now because it's sort of attention economy. How long can you get people to stay, you know? And it's the same with games. I do think that, like, YouTube has done a lot for games because so many games have become popular that basically never would have otherwise. I mean, look at games like Minecraft or I guess something like Roblox, which I haven't actually played, but I know a lot of it's grown from that. Or even other games, trends a while ago, like Among Us and stuff like that. It's all from YouTube, basically. But it's right in the sense that a great example is Classic WoW because, you know, I've played Classic WoW on the channel. And I really enjoy Classic WoW, and I'm trying to play it in the way, and I'm still going to go back to it. Maybe I'll do a stream of that tomorrow. That could be fun. But I'm trying to play it in the sense that I don't look up anything, and I have to listen to what all the quests say, and I have to try and do everything as if I'm just in the world exploring it, because that's what gives you the cool experience, not just looking up everything that you should do. I think it's a different case, say if you've, like, a great example would be, you know, you've played The Witcher 3, you love it, you've enjoyed it, you've gone over it so many times, or whatever you've done, and you want to watch someone else play it and see what they do, and then you watch them play it, and you're like, oh, that's cool. That's a very different thing to just thinking, like, I just want to see how someone else play the whole game, and I'm not going to try it or something, or like I'm going to follow exactly what they do because I don't know what to do, something. But yet again, it's fine to look stuff up and be stuck and try and find solutions. I think people have always done it. You know, people have all... I remember when I was younger with my brother, we used to have this Game Boy game for Narnia, and it was one of those film Game Boy games they made for it. I remember he was very stuck, and we got our parents to help, and they explained it. It was like, okay. And I feel like, you know, you used to have those big guides you could look up to find things, and most of the time, to be honest, what would happen is in the past is you just wouldn't know stuff. You know, there's so many things that I realized when I was playing these games when I was younger, you basically just never found out. And sometimes, but that was what was cool because you had to discover it, right? But I do agree, it has changed it because everyone knows everything now. It's like World of Warcraft raids are so difficult now. They've made the Mythic Plus stuff and everything because basically, like, as soon as the raids are done, there's massive guides explaining exactly how to beat it. You don't have to communicate with players in the game anymore to work it out. Or friends in real life. It's just you look up a video, it tells you. But anyway, and I think the biggest issue for me is like with MMOs, it's you can just search best build, best gear, best everything and just copy it. There's no attempt to like discover it for yourself or work out what these things mean, which is it. And the problem is even if you want to not do that, WoW has this horrible system of like you have add-ons you need to have which gives you a Mythic Plus score, which like if you fail too many times or don't succeed enough or whatever, you're going to have a low score and then no one is going to play with you. So people have too much information, basically. Anyway, now we're in the 2020s, and many gamers don't even look to influencers for reviews. They look to influencers to be told how to think about games. So people don't form opinions from the online video. They're handed an opinion from an online channel they're watching. I agree and disagree. I really do it, because I very rarely watch people talk about things and think, yeah, I completely agree. I'm not going to think about this anymore. I very much think they're actually wrong. That creator's wrong. That person said this. Yeah, but I just disagree with it. You know, that could just be me. I think everyone could be similar to a degree. I feel like you just have to remember, you know, there have been reviews forever. There have been newspaper reviews people used to read, of course, and magazines, etc., and that can form opinions. But I always just tell people, and I always do it myself, don't listen to critics, don't listen to fans to a degree. If everyone is saying it's really bad, it's probably quite bad. But also play it and form your opinion. But anyway, so this is the video I guess where he's talking about it. What did he say?
Jerry. Hi everyone, it's me, Tim. Today I want to talk about how the internet changed game design. This is from a question from Padoni Rosso. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. How did your thought process in designing and making games change, or maybe what adaptations did you see in general in making games by the industry around you with the advent of social media and video game streamers? To what extent and how do developers and or publishers keep in mind how streamable are their current projects in development? I'm sure that video game streaming cannot be ignored as a sort of mostly free commercial and promotion circuit for a modern day game. So how do you guys manage this change from what making and selling games was only 10 to 20 years ago? 10 to 20 years, I'm going to go back 45. By the way, when I talk about how it changed the design, it's not just the design of the games. I want to talk about how they were portrayed to the public and also how the public received them. So because of that, I'm not going to talk about multiplayer games because there was a big switch from LAN to client server for a lot of reasons that are beyond the scope of what I want to talk about here. But if you want to talk about how design docs changed over that same 45-year time period, I have a video that I'll link below called Evolution of Video Game Design Docs. And if you want to know how I felt technology
I get it.
Relevant to video game, internet, web, you know, it's just online, it's just the net. And I want to start back in when I started, which is the early 80s.
Okay,
so
early 80s.
All of the 80s here and part of the early 90s. Back then, you pretty much made what you wanted. I've called it the Wild West. There's a video I made very recently called Carefree to Careful. I'll link it below, where I talk about that. But there wasn't really a net, so everything was done in print. There were guides.
Yeah, here we go.
And
I was
even
talking about this, the guides.
walkthroughs printed in magazines and other printed media. But most people who played games just figured it out.
Yeah,
I would say the majority of people who played games didn't go get walkthroughs or reviews. They saw a game, they bought it.
The thing is,
they took it
people
home,
still
they
do
read the
that.
manual,
That's exactly how I still play
installed it, and then they
games.
played it.
Maybe I'm just a bit out of touch, but I feel
What
like
was cool
surely
about
most
back then
people
was
don't just
categories of
immediately
games
look
were
everything
really
up.
loose, if they were used at all. There were a few terms like role-playing games, sim, 4X, although they didn't even really call it 4X. I mean, I just called it like exploration. Most games weren't categorized. You figured out what kind of game it was by looking at the back of the box and looking at the screenshots. That was a long time. That was probably a decade and a half where that's how games
What sort of
were
games
sold,
were even
and
out in
that's
the
how
80s,
games,
you know?
You know, they were sold physically, and people found out about them by word of mouth or looking at the game store. Very rarely printed media. All of that started changing in the late 90s and the 2000s. The internet became insanely popular. It came from being something that I used academically to suddenly all my friends were talking about it. All my friends were using it, and they were very excited about it. And they were like, did you know about email? Yeah, I've been using email for a decade. But now everybody has email, and everyone's getting email addresses. The internet got so popular that people could easily find a guide to any game they wanted to play online. And game categories started tightening up. There was adventure games were separated from role-playing games. What this affected, what I did is I was starting to become more. It was more possible for me to have a say in what I wanted to make. I wasn't making games because other people said, "Here's what we're making this year." But people were like, "Hey, what do you want to make?" And I put together some engines. So I started making my games more complex, which subsequently made walkthroughs harder to define. I mean, what kind of character did you make? What choices did you make as you were playing? These all affected the walkthroughs.
Yeah. Like, how do you even pick it?
When somebody asked me what I imagined the walkthrough for Fallout was going to be like, and I'm like, it can be really different. You don't have to go to these places in any particular order, and depending on what kind of character you're making, some of them are easier, some of them are harder, and what you do in those locations will be different. So that was fun to me.
Well, it makes sense, right? Like you would have the game that, like, initially it's a very simple, like, you're given a character, you're playing through the story, see you later, Rich, by the way. But I'll read that in a moment. But you're playing through the story, right? You've got a very set kind of. Normally, it's quite linear. There's not so much open world stuff, I suppose, going on for the majority of games. And you just follow that guide, and it tells you where to go. And then, of course, like as stuff gets more complex, you have to all these different like traits you have to balance. There's likely more open world stuff coming out. It's harder to define like where to go, what to do. You know, there's so much you can do. Like, I couldn't even think of how you would make a comprehensive Witcher 3 game guide specifying every single decision outcome. I mean, it's crazy. I think it depends on that person. Content creators have the luxury of having gaming as a job, so they can afford to take their time, fail, and figure things out. Most people do. And that makes sense. Like, if you're getting beaten by a boss 50 times in Dark Souls, and you've been working, 9 hours, and you've got kids or something, and you just sat thinking, I just need to know how to kill this boss, and then I can carry on. I totally get it. I totally get that. But yeah, let's see what else he's got to say.
I'm going to say YouTube, which was February 2005. At that point, videos became very easy for people to share. Playthroughs were really easy to make and share and easy to find, which meant people could just watch a game being played and decide if that's a game they wanted to buy. And if they were ever stuck, they could just look up a playthrough. Sometimes a playthrough of just that one spot they were stuck in. This trivialized puzzles because you could just type, Fallout, Master, how to kill, and it would just lay it out. There'd be a video. Here's what you do. Are you good at combat? Do this. Do you have this particular armor or weapons? Do this. Or do you have speech? Do this.
Let's
do you
just
have
say
stealth? Do
true.
this. Nobody had to figure it out. They could just look it up.
Yeah, which is a problem.
Instead,
It ruins RPGs to a degree.
Focusing my games on what your character could possibly do, and then puzzles relied more on finding the puzzle pieces as doing them in the right order. So, like, the Master was a good example of it. It survives to this day because even if you read what you have to do, you still have to go do all those things. You just don't go in and go, speech 100, Master. So what I liked is it from my game started going from finding items and using them to exploring all these places, learning about things, and then you could use them. Especially
right.
Not just in combat, but in dialogue.
So it's like, these are the items you all need, right? This is the stuff you need to get. But he actually then decides, right, I'm going to make it the case that you have to actually still find them to use them. But surely games before then, you would, I guess before it would have been you just do something in a certain way, right? Like you maybe have a set character with set items, or they're very easy to get. So the discovery of that becomes the difficult side, I suppose, which is a clever idea.
Then the 2010s rolled around, and now those walkthroughs and videos online were starting to get replaced with influencers. I don't recall hearing the word influencer before the 2010s. What was interesting about
I'm not a fan of the word
these
influencer, I gotta say.
more than showing how to play games, they were actually recommending whether you should buy them or not. Differently than journalists. Journalists would frequently say, look at the game, look at the features, and it supports this, and it's very similar to this game, and blah, blah, blah. And then they'd finally give it we're going to give it an 8 out of 10 because it was a little buggy, but we liked it. Influencers did something different. They were like, here's a game. I love it. It's for you. And let me show you. And then they show high points of it. Game print magazines, by the way, by the 2010s,
it's not a bad thing, though, is it?
And I think this killed them because
you look at IGN and they give everything a 7 out of 10 as the meme, but it's true. Most of the game journalists don't even play games. It becomes such a job for them that they don't actually enjoy the process anymore. It's just if you have people that are just making videos in their room, of course it can become a job to a degree as well. I'm not saying all game journalists, but if you have some, it's like a normal person you're talking to as opposed to a professional or whatever the hell the word is. If you know that someone likes a bunch of games you like, and then they say, I played this game, I actually quite enjoyed it, you'd be much more likely to try it, right? And to me, that's not remotely a negative thing. And people have always sought advice on what to play and what to do. And I think that it's just a different method of doing so, right? But I'm curious what else he says.
Wait for a review when someone you already followed could just tell you about the game and whether or not you should buy it.
Yeah, but the problem, yet again, it's you have to have that risk of spending your money to buy the game and so on and so on. But it's more the case that a bunch of other stuff disappeared. You used to be able to rent games much more easily, from places like Blockbuster. There was a place where I lived called there was Blockbuster and a different thing. So you could try stuff out. Or even when I was younger, I would just pick games that had characters I like. I wanted to play the Spider-Man PS2 game. I had absolutely no idea if it would be good or not, but I just thought I like Spider-Man, I want to play the Spider-Man game. And I never got to play it, by the way. But I think that a lot of it is based on that. And most of the games I played when I was younger, 100% were recommended from people I knew. It's just, the difference now is it's online. I used to play Prince of Persia because I knew somebody that that played it and gave it to me to try, and I liked it. And it was the same with Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's Underground or whatever it was called, and it was the same. I bought Skyrim because I remember I had a chat with somebody and they told me you can be a werewolf, and I love the film Van Helsing, so I was like, I'll play a game I could be a werewolf in, that's cool. And even now, if there was a game that came out that allows that kind of function, I would probably have a similar reaction, that could be fun to play, without looking at, but of course I would look at a review. I would look at what a trusted creator would say, probably more than a review, because you also got to understand these magazines, content creators as well, but magazines, they've been captured by certain people, and it can still be terrible reviews. One is not inherently better, is my point. And I know he's not making that point, but that's my perspective.
Publishers responded to this by sending copies of the game to influencers and online channels just as much as they did to game journalists.
Yeah, again, not a bad thing so far.
That kind of changed things because the journalists were at least, I think, sometimes trying to be objective. I don't think there's any objectivity. I mean, influencers themselves go, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, or I'm here for the hardcore. So many designers like myself, we frequently thought, well, how is a certain event in the game going to look like when someone's playing it live or recording themselves playing it to put up as a stream? We thought about cinematics, we thought about end bosses, we thought about unusual weapons you could get.
Yeah, but that's their problem. I don't think that you need to have some cool cinematic for something to be enjoyable. Look at a game like Rust or these other multiplayer games. I know it's slightly different, but it's like people simply are playing games they enjoy. Look at like RuneScape Online or something like that. They play games they enjoy. Even the WoW cinematics, you know, like the old WoW Classic. I think they play games they enjoy. Other people watch it. They think, I would like to play that. Cool. And often it's very good, because sometimes game journalists tell you a game is really bad. And then someone else that you like will tell you it's actually quite good. I don't know why they're saying this. And you go and do it. And you're like, oh, that's actually quite a good game. Happens with movies all the time for me. There'll be a film that's getting like really praised by all these journalists. I'll have a look at it and think, this is really bad. Why are they praising it? Look at the audience score. It's on like 10%. I'm like, yeah, I pretty much agree with the audience here. You know, and I feel like it's the same for... The great thing about YouTube as well is that it weirdly, it kind of rewards you having the most average popular opinion, which is weird, but it does, because that's what people will agree with and want to engage with. Of course, if you've got the complete opposite negative opinion, that also works, but then people are going to be aware of that. Whereas game journalists aren't beholden to that, so they can have these sort of interest groups that want them to behave a certain way. And I think that does, but basically, I think that all of it has some downsides and upsides. And I think that this idea that you have to make it look streamable or something is kind of odd, because so many games that aren't obviously streamable do incredibly well. You know, like even story games, anything. I think it's just a tendency with story games as well, as technology has gone on to make it better and better and better. Like the fact is my perspective is that back in the day, there was technological constraints that made it much harder to make like really cool cutscenes and stuff like that, and it's just become easier. You know, you look at like Pixar or like 2D animation, stuff like that, how it became easier to do these things that they wanted to do previously, etc. I don't know. That's just my perspective. I don't think it's all put down to content creators, right? There must be some element of it, but I don't know.
And because of that, we wanted it to look really good in video. And that was one reason, like, particle effects became a big thing, because you just didn't want it to go boom. You wanted a big explosion and wanted it to be pretty and colorful. And
so
things,
only because of content creators, not just
a clip, because people will see that on some channel where someone's talking about the game and they see that clip and now they really want to play the game. So now you're thinking about your game the way we used to think about interviews. When you went into an interview, you're like, okay, I got to have some sound bites.
I think it must happen to a degree, but I don't think like any use of like more particles is therefore because they're trying to get a clip for a YouTube creator.
For influencers.
Sometimes though, sometimes.
And now we're in the 2020s, and many gamers don't even look to influencers for reviews. They look to influencers to be told how to think about the games. So people don't form opinions from the online video. They're handed an opinion from the online channel they're watching. What this means is I've seen reviews go from, this game has less combat and more puzzles and dialogues for you to interact with than this other game, to, this game is stupid and slow paced and made for casuals, I think you should skip it. That's a huge difference in how games are.
I think that's quite a sort of straw man, though. I don't think every single content creator is saying it like that. I think that's very kind of unfair. I think there are still content creators that do it in a relatively objective way and try and aim for that, because they're just people. There will be some content creators that do give that kind of very simplistic view, but at the same time, it's up to people to decide if they want to take that review on that opinion or not. Because it's the same thing as, like, you know, you could easily read a review in the exact same way and be like, oh, it has limited combat, blah, 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 and think, yep, that's my opinion. Oh, this game has limited combat, it has this, you know, as opposed to this game is dumb and for casuals or whatever. I get what he's saying, there's a slight nuance to it, but at the same time, for me, it's just different ways of handing down an opinion, and it's always been up to people to decide how they interpret that information and use it, because someone could tell you, this game's really bad, don't play it, it's awful. You might think, actually, it is, like, good and I like it, so I'm going to enjoy it. And I think you have to be mentally like capable of doing that. But I think that's always been the case, you know. I mean, everything we learn is from people we know around us and our family, and it's all, you have to find a way to express your opinion. I don't think just having someone on the internet say something therefore means that's just how you're going to think, is my general point.
Presented, but more people are going for that latter. They're like, I don't have time, there's too many games, just tell me whether I should buy it, tell me if it's for me. So they find someone they just like, and then that person's opinion becomes their opinion.
It's true, it is true what he's saying, but at the same time, like, it's always been a problem where people don't have enough time, and certainly there is many more games now than there used to be. which makes it harder to pick. But at the same time, there are many more. But like there aren't as many like sort of AAA games I find than there used to be. You know, there used to be a game every 2 years, like a new Halo game, a new Halo game, a new COD game, a new COD game. You know, maybe that's part of the era he's discussing. But it was the same with like a new Assassin's Creed game, a new whatever game every year. You know, GTA used to have a new one every couple of years. It's been like 10, 15 years now since the last one. You know, Halo, it's the same almost with lots of stuff. Witcher 3 came out 2015. You know, it's over 10 years ago. Cyberpunk, of course, has come out since then. But like games are more numerous, but also like way less in regard to like the kind of quality a lot of people will be willing to spend their money on. Like I'm not a big indie game person. I don't sit and find like the niche little cool indie games and just play it because, you know, whatever. I am a similar thing of like, I want to play the games that have had these interesting budgets, which allow them to make these really cool, like historical epic stories, and that's what I want to dedicate my time to. And sure, if I managed to get through all those games, I'd stop and try another thing. But I think that that's the majority of people that play games, just my perspective, and I don't think it's necessarily different. And I think this idea that you just accept the opinion of someone you like is, of course it's true, but it's true in anything. And it's true with, you might like a game journalist. You might have a particular game journalist that you like because you read one review they made ages ago and you follow their opinion with everything, you know. In fact, I would say that YouTube videos have allowed for a difference, because let's say you read a magazine review with a bunch of screenshots of a game and it tells you like, oh, you know, this game has like this kind of level of combat and this and this and this, and you think, yeah, okay, I don't want to play that, that doesn't sound very good, I'm not even going to look at it, because there's no videos accessible, for example, because it's back in the day, then you just never even look at it. Whereas at least YouTube, it allows that function of actually, I think I'd hope, at least this is what I do, most people are looking at the game themselves and thinking, oh, I did that with Crimson Desert, and I haven't played Crimson Desert yet, but I just looked at the trailers and thought, oh, that looks cool, I'll give it a go. I didn't even think about this idea of like, oh, I need to look into like reviews first, and even now I wouldn't. I would I might have a little look, if it depends what they're saying, because if they highlight certain things that for me I'm like, yeah, that if that's the decision they've made, if that's the way they've done this, it isn't interesting to me. So anyway, that's how I feel. Let's continue.
This has a positive side. It's easy to find someone who sides with your preferences and therefore is a good guide for you finding new games. And I've talked about that. That's how I look for game reviewers myself.
Yeah, me too.
I look at their reviews for games I already know. If they like the ones I liked and didn't like the ones I didn't like, then I will trust them going forward.
Yeah, me too.
Reviews of games that I haven't played yet. But the negative to this is more and more people seem to be abdicating their own judgment.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They see
I do agree with that. I think people should not do that.
It. You tell me what I should do.
I agree. And
I see that sometimes on this channel when I get multiple nearly identical comments from people, and I realize they're just quoting an online influencer. Sometimes it's a meme, but more often it's, oh, this influencer person said this thing about this, and now they're just quoting without any attribution in a comment. Sometimes even when it doesn't apply, which just makes me go, are they understanding why the person said that? But other reactions I see happening in the industry because of this trend is designers have become really obsessed with labeling their game. It's not enough to say I have an RPG. Is it an action RPG? Does it have an open world? Is this going to be controversial if I talk about this topic? They really want to know what the labels are on their games. And so do you guys. You guys ask these questions. Does it have this content? You know, is it hub and spoke version of a game? As if I can't think of a game that I hated because it was open world versus hub and spoke. I love both of them, and a well-made game can be done in both of them. But this is what a lot of designers think about now when they're putting a game together. They also wonder how influencers will react. If there's an influencer who really likes a lot of the previous games made by you or made at the company you made, you may be putting in a feature and think, is he going to like this? Is she going to comment about this nicely? It's probably not a healthy way of designing a game, but
that would be the same thing with reviewers, no? If they have a feature they like or a certain game they like.
How should I make this? Instead of how do I want to make this? And I don't think that's a good way to make games. I'm not doing this, but many people, you know, gamers and developers alike, they want me to. They want me to. When they say, Tim, you got to listen to us. You and the other devs aren't listening to me. That's not you telling me to make the game I want to make. That's you telling me to make the game you want to make. And that got to a head when I talked about Fallout and whether it's about capitalism. And everybody told me I'm wrong, that it is about capitalism. I'm like, okay, this game is, it's not what I intended, but you guys want it to be what you want it to be. So it's weird when you then turn around and say, well, go ahead and do what you want. But it's not. It better be what we want. I'm curious now because it's 2026 and I have no idea what the 2030s are going to be like. I'm concerned it will go one of two ways because the pendulum always swings. Either things are going to become even more tightly controlled in bubbles, which means people will stick to this one influencer or this tiny group of influencers, and all of their thoughts will be guided by these people. Or maybe the next generation is going to get tired of that. Get tired of all the labeling and tired of all the placing things in a box.
Right, and just change how they feel about it.
In this box, and I'm not going to view it any other way.
Maybe.
I'm curious where that goes.
I agree with the labeling, but is that not just as an industry develops and more games come out and there's more you can sort of put into I feel like humans always put stuff into categories, you know?
With game design and online influencers.
I get that with a certain label, certain expectations come, but that's because you've got more. Anyway, it's just more games have come out since the 1980s as well.
Padoni Rosso, that was a good question.
Yeah, thank you. Good video. I'll like it momentarily. It just was embedded, so it's a bit harder. And then, yeah, basically that's I would say all in all I agree with him, but I also think that like it's trying to create this kind of divide between the reviews and now, and of course it is very different now, but at the same time, like it's always been the case that people have looked to others for advice, and it's always been the case that they've just repeated what that other person has said. And it's always been the case with anything, like a filmmaker makes a film and people don't like it and they say, oh, I don't like this, I don't want to watch it, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm sure I don't feel like that's so significant. I think now there is certainly, I would say there is a case for it being concentrated, and because you have, I would say typically in a magazine, there is more of the thing that I would say is there was more of a decision-making process where multiple people might have had some kind of say in how this review gets released, and it would have been an editor or whatever the hell it was. And therefore you get like a slightly more sanitized version of an opinion. And on top of that, they have to be beholden to some kind of company or something. Whereas now we're getting individuals, which I personally like, because I don't want to have a sanitized opinion. I want to have what they think, how they think about it. And of course, that person could have some agenda of why they act a certain way. But yet again, it's up for you to decide what you think of them and how they react. And then that's how I take these things. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. And then there's a bunch of news down here. But okay, yeah, right. That's what I think about that. Very interesting video though. I'm gonna like it. Although I realize I'm on my private browser here, so I'll do that momentarily. But yeah, that's what I think about that. It was a good video. I very much enjoyed it. Interesting. Go and follow this guy. Okay, that was fun. I did enjoy it. Did enjoy that. Okay, I'm going to stop, guys. I've been streaming a bit longer than I intended to, so I do appreciate it. We'll come back again soon for some more videos and some streams, some more games. Probably do some World of Warcraft in the future, or, you know, ESO or something. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. See you later.